Let's see. Start streaming. Is it showing any picture, anything?
Yeah.
Oh, it has 1K, 180. All right. So this is all right. This is working. So I mean, I gotta test it anyway. So yes, gotta test it better. Yes, gotta test it. Okay. So, uh, Alex, don't get distracted. It's just me. I set it up very quickly. Had to figure out how. So,
Okay.
when you're ready, let's focus on the details. One by one. Small movement. Don't worry, it's just one tire in the grass. It's fine. I'd rather have you fight and stay alive rather than constantly, reinitiating. Even though you still gotta work a little bit on the initiation, because there are moments you see where, like, I think honestly, how to initiate. Is just you're hyper focused on like the major failure. Let's say, because like with the failure gets in your head, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
So when you're ready, and by the way, don't think you have to stop just because I'm talking. You could just keep going and keep
Okay.
practicing. So don't bother about this. So oh, you're gonna go directly from the curb. Let's see, but it's gonna you see any change in direction, the car flew straight down. That means you have to make a lot of adjustment. Like you have to turn more left to avoid that.
Okay.
Okay, good. Focus on initiation. One by one, the tasks. Okay, task one done. Task two. Slowly, nice and easy steer. Focus on the road. Look on the hood. Look where the hood is looking at. If it starts going away from the white section of the asphalt, car straightening out. You see that? That's exactly what I mean. The problem is, by the time you realize, it's already too late. In drifting, you have to act like 2 seconds early. Turning. Anytime, Alex, remember, anytime you stay on the counter steer, the car's straightening out. Even if you don't see it, it might happen super slow. Just remember that you gotta keep steering to the left. That was a bit too slow steering. And then you have to make a big adjustment, if this makes sense. So I can see it. I have an advantage because I can see from third person, but I can see it also from first person. Sometimes even I like, you know, if I'm tired, whatever, I don't spot some things. I'm like, oh crap, like, and I turn and I correct. But you know, to the blind eye is even harder. So it's almost like you have to learn it as a rule that if you're staying on the counter steer car, like there's no rotation that lasts forever. You have to go. If you stay on the counter steer, you're not forcing more rotation with the steering wheel, then the car will straighten out. If this makes sense. So you just have to focus on the theory first, like believe it, and then like focus on the rest.
Okay.
So again, let's structure things one by one. Okay, so focus here. I know you're thinking about the maintaining, but focus on the initiation itself. Like what you do normally. Okay, there you go. It's all about mindset. You put your head right in the right place. You get it. I know how you know how to initiate, but when think of it as like Alex, your brain is like a bathtub. What happens when the bathtub starts to get overfilled? It's gonna spill, right? So when you put too many tasks to your brain to handle, you can't be everywhere to do well. You can't be efficient in all of them. So the goal is what do we get rid of so we can focus on less tasks and be more efficient. You're good, you're good, you're good. Don't lower the throttle. Screw the curbs. There you go. Don't forget you shallowing up. Turn more, more. A bit early. Hold, yes. Anytime you feel like car is gonna spin out, you hold on the counter steer. But good, keep turning. You just always gotta keep turning. You can do a little bit, very little pokes to the turning zone. Because the big ones, you see, it's like I call this the doom cycle. It's never ending. You can't escape it.
Yeah.
It's just um what I've noticed is like you started how to say you fishtail the car once and then you just can't escape from that cycle. That's the problem. So when you're ready, I didn't saw anything different in the troll wise when you did the modulation there. So I it has to be the inconsistency in the initiation has to be from the steering wheel. So I would want you as a homework to focus on this as well. Like check what exactly is this random thing that happens when you initiate. But I think it's the steering wheel, honestly. Because
Okay.
the modulation looked absolutely the same when you did well. And then now the car just flew out. Oh, okay. Yeah, this time, yeah, I see. So this time the wheel is just flying like crazy rather than so on the bad initiations, it's like the wheel is late and then flies like crazy. The good initiation you did, it's like you let it slip through slowly.
Okay. I'll try that then.
try to get to 70, 75 amount of throttle. It still will force you to steer a lot, but way better than being at 60. Being at 60 throttle and just steering is like, this is nightmare. I, even with all the patience, I would probably not tolerate that. It's gonna be annoying as hell. That's gonna be easier. Still, it will still require you to steer quite a lot, but it's better than. I mean, we could also go to 80. I don't mind. It's just when the tires heat up on 80, any small mistake will be punished. Yes, now you'll find it easier. Yes, you see that small movement that you did there, like a little wiggle, like left, right, a little bit. You're playing in the sweet spot. That's what I want to see. You staying and playing with the sweet spot. Just feel through the force feedback of the wheel. The car will tell you how much to counter steer and so on. But like the moment you pass that check, okay, I've stabilized the car. You gotta bail out of there because the rotation is dying all the time. You gotta keep it going. So anytime you counter steer, you gotta be back. You see, even though this is a bit more aggressive, it worked. You gotta keep turning. Hold, hold, hold. Now turn, turn, turn. Don't worry, you need a bit more turning now because you're gonna fly out. There you go. That's how you stabilize yourself. I'd rather have this fight and flight scenario get you to understand how to get these situations. It's gonna take a long time. Hold, don't worry, stabilize it. Now sharp turns a little bit more. Yes, you could give a little bit. You see, if you touch slow, nice and easy, things will go your way. We don't need to be super aggressive and yank left and yank right and all these things. There you go. Yes. You see, so you figured out the spot, and you can keep hovering over it a little bit to get it to turn. Oh, the curb. You would have been perfectly fine on the edge of the angle, but the curb increased your angle a little bit because it made the car jump. So, you see, I don't know if this is subconscious or you figured it out, but you were staying next to literally that little spot where you get the car to turn just a little bit. So, you know what to do is just, I think, when the car loses a little bit more rotation, it's like it's, I don't know if yeah, I don't know if it's panic and like you're trying to rush it out. Like there's
Yeah, I
no
feel like it's too late, and then because like I'm like, oh man, the car's not turning, and then I just like put too much steering into it.
I see, but there's nothing to panic, bro. What's the worst thing can happen? Like you spin out, and I'll tell you just hold the gas and just do one more circle and like keep going. You know what I mean? So there's no reason to panic. There's nothing bad that can happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll see. I will, because I'm testing this live stream now if it works at all. But you'll see when the session with Druis comes in and we go and work on the advanced stuff like the toges and thingies that I'm putting him on. So he has to practice some techniques. You will see that it's always the smallest of details. It's literally the smallest, like some stupid stuff that get you. I never work anything major because I've learned from the mistakes from the past. It's like if I toss you and like do the big donut or do this, do that, and like it just never works out trying to work the whole picture at once. So I split it in small pieces, and once you get the small details and work the small pictures, the big donut comes from it on its own, literally. So by the time you realize, once we nail like a few details, and you can do the big donut yourself, and like, oh wait, I can actually do this now. How? It's because you just worked out all the details, you have all the information, and you know what's going on at every moment. I don't have to teach you how to do the big donut. I need to teach you how to deal with certain scenarios, and when you know how to deal with certain scenarios, you know the techniques, then the big donut is gonna come on its own. So if you think I don't make mistakes when teaching, oh, the fighting has happened. See, when it goes to the big left and the big right, it's GG. You can still recover. Don't get me wrong. You gotta. Have you noticed that when you're relaxed, you tend to do way better?
Yeah.
Nice and easy. Hold a little bit. Yes, when you see rotations too much and you can't turn more because it will force it to spin out. Ooh, one tire, two tires out. There you go. So I mean, I can. This is very easy to. I'll teach you how to save yourself from the grass. It's super easy. Honestly, it's just like rally logic that we're gonna do, but that means I'll have to send you to modulations. While this is not the goal at the moment, it's literally. Let me explain the logic real quick. So when you go and drive rally, what happens? You will most likely have different surfaces. You go from dirt to asphalt and stuff most of the time, like some of the terrains. So that will impact your throttle input because the grip changes. So now you go from asphalt to grass, which this grass in the Cerro Corsa is like ice. There's almost no grip on it. And that's, I call it external factors. So this is the external grip. So can you control the external grip in the game? No. You can't change the grip of the asphalt, whatever. So you have to adapt to it. So what's the only thing left for you is you to control whatever you can with the grip. That means you can control the throttle. That's your only tool. Maybe the gears, but we're not talking about the gears now. So when you can control the throttle, that means now you need to lower down to like 20-30% base because the grass is like ice. And on ice, you're slipping like crazy. And you have to do quick modulations and stay like 20-30% throttle. If on the asphalt you use 80, on the grass you drop down to 20 so that you can regain some grip. You see, it's all about balancing it out. There's nothing like you can keep 80 on the asphalt and 80 on the grass. You see, you're spinning out. If this makes sense.
Yeah, the surface changes.
Yeah, if you want, you could give it a try. You give it a try and see. You just need to cut off the gas a lot, stay down on like the 20s, and you'll see that you're still sliding. It's like on asphalt. Like, by the way, now as the tire you've chilled down a bit, the tires are colder, and you noticed now when I shifted your focus to something else again, you couldn't even think of the initiation at all. That's what I mean. That if I overflow your brain with all kinds of BS, you can't focus properly. Very well. Oh, that was very good. That was great initiation. Right on the angle. You keep it going. Too early. You want to do it. So the goal is when you step on the grass. So I want you to just like you can toss the car on the grass with the rear. The moment you enter, the moment you enter. So let's find a big patch of grass. I know one. You know, we can actually try this. Go forward. Go here on the right. Next, you see this mountain or whatever rocks bullshit it is. Okay, go left now. Follow the road. We'll go to some big patch of grass. I think there's somewhere here is like... oh, we could just drive over it. Yeah, this right side. This patch of grass. Just drift on it. And stay very low. Like, first force it first. And stay on 20s. And you see that slowly you'll be able to... Or you could... Oh, wait. Oh, here on the left. You see this pole with tires? You could use this shit as a donut. You could use this shit right here. Okay. Just for showcase, for example. Now, okay. Now you see what too much is too much. So... And you'll see... Because I want you to really... Theory is theory. But when we put it to practice, now you see what I mean by balancing it out. Like you literally have to be almost off the throttle to keep going. Don't worry, make a full circle, just keep it going. Drift around the grass and you see how much little throttle you need to actually keep it going. You could do very little modulations on the... Do you see now, in order to have some control over the car, when you go out of the asphalt and you step on the grass, how low on the throttle you have to be to balance it out. You're barely pressing the pedal. 20. And even like you could cut off and go back on 20. And you have to, by the way, keep in mind, you have to steer very little bit. Any big steering, like you're out. Spinning out. So slowly steer. There you go. And you could give blips. That's why you see me when I step over a curb or a grass, I'm like doing these very fast modulations, blipping just non-stop, playing with the wheel spin, playing with the grip. So now imagine, now you could try cutting from here, from this asphalt, diving into the grass, and you see. If you're in drift and you go over the grass, you gotta just cut off the gas. But also sometimes this can bite you in the ass, because if you cut off the gas, you shift all the way to the front, and then your back is weightless when you enter the grass. Therefore, you lost even more grip when you spin out right away. And this is where modulations are so powerful. Okay, now you could step over the grass a little bit, and you regain. There you go. Yes, yes, that was perfect. You see? You cut it off, but not fully. You go very low. And you regain traction. Because you match your grip for the new surface that you're on. And now you barely be spinning out. And now you increase it. The moment you step on the asphalt, if you want to keep the drift going, you gotta floor it. Okay. Floor it now, a bit more to keep going. You can go progressively up to... You still have some inertia, some momentum, so you could go gradually and progressively up to 80. But I wanted to show you that. So, do you start to understand what I try to explain you in theory? Oh, you're understanding because you turn too much the wheel. Yeah. It's all about balancing it out. So, anytime, the perfect time to lower the throttle, not fully cut it off, but to lower, is the moment you know you're gonna step with two tires. One tire is fine. If you step with one tire, there's one tire in the shit, one tire in the asphalt. So you're still fine. You just have to be gentle with, like, careful with the steering, and you're fine. But if you know you're stepping with the two tires, you'll feel like little bumps or shakes on the steering wheel. If you know this is gonna happen, that's your play. One, you could test it out here, you see. I like to test it here on the long curb. Oh, almost. Now cut off, cut off, cut off. But that was too much rotation from the bat. I like to position, so when you do the donut, you position yourself so that you're aiming for the curb, and then you're late with the steering so the back goes in. Yes, a bit too early. So get the hang of it. There you go. Get the hang of it. Now you're gonna step in the shit. You cut off a little bit. There you go. That's how you deal with the curb. Second tire. But here it's hard. This is very hard. This one here, when you second tire goes in, you already have some rotation and momentum, and this catches you off guard. For me, the only way I think I dealt with this was like modulations. But what you can do is possibly cut off little blip, cut off little blip. You could try this. It might work out for you. But keep in mind, this one, following this arc here, is way harder, because you go with a lot of momentum. The inertia will get you. Cut off, back gradually. That's how you deal with the curbs. Okay, cut off, gas. There you go. See now what I mean? That's exactly what you need to survive this. When there is a big drastic change in terrain and the grip plays out, you need to balance everything. Grip is about balance, like life. You can't, I mean, you can't just focus on one edge to the other. You need the balance.
Yeah, it's a ballet.
Exactly. So that's how you navigate through the grass and the curbs and all this stuff. When you know you're gonna dip, one tire is fine. One tire is perfectly fine, but two tires, now it's like, oh, your grip is almost gone. So like you have to go super low on the throttle. You cannot control the external factor. What, you're gonna go and throw rocks on the grass like in the game? No. So you cannot control the external factors. You can control the internal factors, things that you're dealing with, and they're under your control, which is the brake, the clutch, the handbrake, the steering, the throttle. And in this scenario, when we work only the throttle, it's the throttle. So what you do is you use the throttle and you work with it. If this makes sense. So
Yeah.
this is in a nutshell what's under your control. Um, if you have time, we could, don't worry, we could keep going. Like I because there's one more session. I don't want to start and stop the stream all the time. So don't worry.
Oh.
But if you
My
have to go,
brain
that's fine.
my brain is overloaded.
I'm pretty sure. But I mean, the grass thing was not part of the session today. But because this really annoys me when I see you spin out, I wanted to cover it. The downside of covering this is, okay, now you learned and you understood what has to be done, not only theoretically but like in practice. But the problem is that now we scuffed over the important detail that we had to work on, and you were clicking it. So you see, anytime you focus on one thing, you have to ditch the others. You can be everywhere, but Alex, you can just cannot be as much as I want to. You cannot be everywhere, and you have to be smart. If you're young, like 12, 14, 16 to like 20 years old, whatever, then like they're the kids' brains, they take information like sponge. They still overload as well, but we're no longer young, even myself.
Yeah, definitely not me. Yeah.
So that's why you see me. I approach things smarter rather than harder. Uh, and this is the thing. So I'll probably have like 20 minutes, um, and I have another session. So I don't know if I will be. I don't think I'm gonna stop the stream. I don't know who's watching, but nobody's chatting. So if somebody has questions, I'd rather take them. I need to see if I can swap the monitor. See, maybe I can plug the wheelbase and drive a little bit. There's the tollgate servers with traffic. Ah, Fabi. Fabi, how are you doing, Fabi? So now, yeah, almost forgot. So Alex, for next session, what the homework I want you to do is, don't get distracted with the grass bullshit. Leave this aside, because this will screw you up. I don't want you to do
Okay.
modulations now. Focus on steering and playing between the turning zone and the counter steer. I don't want you to go too deep in the counter steer unless you see the car start spinning out. Then like you could solve it, run steer very fast right away. But just find the sweet spot. Like you already did. I saw you did. I'm not sure if you did it subconsciously just by muscle memory or you consciously know. But I see that you know it. So when things go well, you find the right grip and the car is in the right angle, following the right line, you're on the donut, you tended to do well. That's why I want you. This is why I'm pushing so hard. Like your initiation is perfect, leads to you having the perfect momentum and the perfect angle. And the perfect angle for this donut, for this layout, leads you to having the perfect line. And when you have the perfect initiation, the perfect momentum, the perfect angle, and the perfect line, this leads you to have higher chances of success. So you set up either yourself for success or for failure. So this is why I'm pushing the initiation so hard. So I want you to focus on your initiation, because there are still some problems from time, and I'm pretty sure it's from the steering wheel, because I noticed the on the graph, I see the gap of the modulation that you usually did was the same. Nothing changed in the modulation itself in the throttle, but I think it's your steering. It either you block the steering subconsciously that forced you to screw up the initiation, or something else happened. So I want you to focus on the steering, focus on the initiation, focus when you're holding and maintaining the drift to just don't panic when things shit the fan. Um, when shit hits the fan, I'm brain dead. Fucking hell. Uh, don't try to steer like crazy and go all the like all the way to counters and things like this. You'll feel it out. The car tells you what to do, but not exactly correct for every situation. Because remember, the car's goal is to straighten out. Your goal is to keep the car in drift. Right? So when the car tells you counter steer all the way, it doesn't tell you to go back and turn left. It tells you to stay on the counter steer, right? So this is where you need to filter the information that the car gives you through the wheel. Because have you noticed how everybody in every video that you see, when it's always about maintaining on the donut, whatever, everybody tends to counter steer and stay there, and then the car straightens out, and you like they fly the wheel to the to the left to try and steer, like they fly over, like spin out. So that's simply because there's no filtering. Like the car, you need to constantly remember that the car has a different goal than your goal. Your goal is to keep turning constantly, and the car is to straighten out. That's why the car tells you to counter steer, but doesn't tell you to keep turning. So you keep the car turning. So you constantly have to remember and balance this out. These two ideas out. A bit of counter steer to stabilize the car, and also like we get the car. If I force the car to turn a bit, I stabilize. Force the car to turn a bit, stabilize. Force the car to turn a bit, stabilize. Does this make sense? Why the car, there's no force feedback with the car telling you to turn? Because this is your initiative. This is your goal. The car's goal is different. The car tells you what you need to know through the wheel, but the car's goal is different. I hope that I explained it well.
Yeah, no, that's helpful. The car wants to straighten out naturally. So
Yes.
you have, but you want the car to keep rotating.
Yeah, so the car will tell you half of the secret. Like it's gonna give you like half of the information you need. It's almost like you're on your exam, and the teacher put like a question that's you can't figure it out. It's some bullshit question, and what you need to understand is that you have your buddy, which is your car next to you, and the car gives you 50% of the answer, right? Okay, the car's turning too much, what do I do? Turn to the right and stabilize. But the car doesn't tell you, don't stay on the counter steer and turn left to get the car turning. Because the car doesn't care, the car wants to straighten out. The car doesn't want to keep turning. Does this make sense now, even more? So,
Yeah.
the car will tell you what is in the car's interest, but in your interest is the other half of the answer to the exam. So your goal is balancing. Okay, I need the. It's almost like, think of this. Imagine you're this asshole in like how do they do in the Marines, whatever, where you go to take the food, in these big barracks, whatever they called it something, I forgot. And the good stuff is limited. What I want you to do is go in there, and there's like the chain of people waiting, and you sip from all the good stuff. So you take the benefits and leave the negatives. So take from all the good stuff, and don't leave anything for the rest, whatever. So basically is, if the car wants to straighten out, take the benefit out of it and leave the rest. You only take what you need. basically stabilizing the car. You turn to the right to counter steer for just half a second to a second, depending on the situation, how much you need to correct, and you take the good stuff. And then you go back to your journey, which is like you getting the car to turn, and then this cycle, this loop repeats. Make sense? And it will be almost all the time the same. Once you get the hang of it and you can keep this angle, it's always going to be the same. This will keep repeating because we're on the donut, and the donut is always the same. So you always need this same circle that you keep digging, if this makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I wish I had some of the other sessions where it's the figure eight or the soon Ben will be on the third gear. I think from next week I'll set him on third gear layout, and Juice is already on toe gaze and stuff, so probably soon either Gymkhana or competition tracks I'll send him. But so you could see that it's always these small bullshit details that make you make mistake. It's always the small details. So doesn't matter what it is. You will see next week. I'll check Druis, or if Druis wants to jump in whenever he's free. We could do like whatever, just session just for the people if they want to watch, and you will see when I'm with him. We're doing a session. It's usually somewhere like late at this time. So I'm pretty sure, hopefully, you'll be free. You'll be able to see it.
Yeah, let me know when that goes on.
Yeah, I'll hit you up when I see a session in advance, so you could see that it doesn't matter which stage you're at, it's always the small details. That's what I'm trying to prove to you, so you could see. So that's about it, Alex. That's for your homework. Work on the steering.
Okay. Yeah,
Mm.
no, I mean it was helpful when you told me not to try to counter steer as much as I think I have to, just to do half. That was helpful.
The only time you want to stay on the counter steer and the car will be correct and you don't have to filter this information is when the car's truly spinning out. I mean, out of the even the angle kit, where the car is completely spinning out, if this makes sense. So that's where, if you remember, there were moments where I told you like hold on the counter steer, wait, so that the car starts straightening out, and then the angle comes back to where your angle kit and the car can support it. That's why I was telling you hold, because the car is out of the supported like angle, so you have no control. Even if you go back turning left, what, you're not gonna do jack crap. Like the car is in a full blown spin out. So that's why I told you hold, so that you wait the car to get the front back in where you can support and like keep going. That's my point. This is the only time. And again, there's a lot of other ways, like modulations, things that I will show you. But it's getting better. Like just fix the initiation so you have perfect starts every time. Most likely you will never fail. Literally, I don't see how you're gonna fail if you have great initiation. You get the angle from the start and stuff from the start. Like the chances of you failing, it's almost nothing. This makes sense.
Yeah, I'll work on that this week.
Okay, so I'll catch you then next time, Alex. And just make sure, if you have time after work, whatever, don't push yourself to burn out. Just do a little bit. If you're fully blown out, don't push yourself too hard. Just make sure there's always this break. Because remember what happens sometimes, too much can burn you out. Or especially if you're not in the mood, I strongly advise you not to push yourself training and stuff. Because you can actually make yourself hate doing that. So just I'd rather take a rest, get good sleep, and next day you'll have energy for that. That's my advice.
No, that's good advice.
I mean, I tried forcing stuff, and there were moments. That's why when I was doing push-ups, the one day I just started to force more stuff, even though I didn't have energy, and that's why I torn something. It's just stupidity, bro. It's stupidity. It's same here. You're not gonna do anything to yourself physically, but what you'll do is you make yourself hate the exercise. The moment you do that, you become inefficient because you're no longer subconsciously putting that much effort. For you, it's just this annoying thing that comes in. So that's the logic, basically. All right. I will bail out. If you have questions, shoot, or you could use the coaching chat in the server if I forget something
Okay.
to send updates.
Yeah, sounds good. And let me know when you guys are gonna stream.
No worries. See you, brother.
Okay, see you, Bagoy.
So, Fabi. What are you doing, Fabi? Are you here? Ah, you're driving. I can. I think I have one more. I need to check. I think I have one more session. Um, I want to get Druis. Where's this monkey? If he if he wants to drive, but I think it might get a little bit late. Would be fun to do a session. I can throw him in the traffic server on Tsukuba, but I need to check. I have a session with one fella. If he shows up, of course. Sometimes people busy, something bad happens. Hopefully not. But let me check really quick. I think there's one more session. Ah, yes, there is in 8 minutes. So I see. That would be sad. Would be fun. Druis, you wanna go for quickly in traffic? Go drive in the traffic. Well, mm. But honestly, I have so much fun in this traffic. Let me. I literally drove it for 2 hours. I think one night I couldn't sleep. I just go and drive. Like I like this stupid traffic so much. It's so fun. Why would you hate? Why do you hate the track? What's wrong with the track, bro? I don't have time to swap to. I can after the coaching. There's one more coaching session, but after the coaching session, I can probably plug the sim rig and I can drive a little bit. I love, bro. Toge with traffic is my favorite thing, and Gymkhana is fun too. But like traffic in the Toge is the. What's wrong with the traffic, bro? Why would you hate the track? Look how good of a traffic I put. Look at it. Wait. Look, you have your track is here. Look how much shitters you have. Where's Fabi? Ah, this monkey. Okay, let me watch. There goes Fabi. Okay, Fabi. Fabi, we never had traffic lessons, and I never planned on. But if you want guidance with the traffic, you can always ask. Yeah, I can't do wide lines. What do you mean you can, bro? You need to believe in yourself. Fine. Oh. Nikush Patel saying, man, I wish I could drive and drift like this. You can, bro. It's not, I mean, it's not rocket science. Obviously, it is very complicated if you go into the absolute depths of, how to say, like the absolute details. But it's all about combining practice and theory in one together, if this makes sense. So, good handbrake, Fabi. But Fabi, third is a bit too long. It's a good idea because it gives you the grip, and like you don't lose too fast when you rock on the second, which will push you wider. In third, you're more prepared to stay in the single lane a bit easier when traffic comes in, but I would advise you to do small handbrake pops, like pop, pop, pop. You know what I mean? So you keep it doesn't die. I hope you like the traffic. It's very cool. The reason why I put this truck is for people to remind people they can crash on the toll gate. Oh, I could see that. I could see that one coming. Fabio, remember long ago we spoke about the direction of the slide, and this is so hard to teach now to people. Like because people think the direction of the slide is where the front of the car is going, but it's actually like I'm trying to explain, bro. It's look through the side, like either through the depending which side is the drift, look through the side of the window and like the side mirror, the side window. So it's like it's very hard to get people to focus on going on the. Yeah, you have to. It helps. This is extremely important for Gymkhana. Like, I mean, it's important everywhere, but I think not great if you're chasing in competitions. Not so much because you care. It's mainly for leading. So when you're solo now, you care, but when you're chasing, you really won't even pay attention because you're just following another object, which is a car in front of you. A bit early. Could have let it slide out a little bit. What do you think of the traffic, Fabi? You like it? I mean, it's complicated, but the thing is, this is why I wanted to learn as much as possible so I can... look, everything's simple if you understand it. That's the thing. You think, oh, electricity is hard, this is hard, this, that. If you know it, it's not hard. So my point was that if I can learn as much as possible and dump things down to be simple, then it's like, oh my god, the people can learn so fast. It's way better. It doesn't matter. Everybody is shit at something. Like when you drive a track you don't know. But I mean, probably go early when, like, here's the deal with the traffic. Now, when you have traffic in the play, you can still go early on the gas, but I want you to shallow up the car. So it's your choice. You want to do it with the throttle or the steering or just the steering. Just shallow up because, I mean, yeah, now we have the name tags and we could see the cars, but if you want to make it realistic and remove the name tags and you're not sure if another car's coming, you want to play it single lane, then you can definitely just shallow up to be safe and build some speed. So traffic is traffic is not too hard. It's just about trying to predict or anticipate something that's coming. This track is super fun. The other side, you go to the other side then. Fabi, go the other side. Now, what you need to know about this side of the track is it's high speed and you can fly off the fucking map. So you just be careful. A lot of this first corners here, there are a lot of high speed. You could just handbrake yourself if you're not confident. This side is just not too many sharp. There's sharp corners, but there are not that many. And it's a high-speed section. This is the doom corner for most people. I'm glad that you actually tapped the guardrail, because I'm not sure if you will manage to slow down. But there is a way to save yourself. You don't have to fly. The way to save yourself is handbrake and brakes. And just steer the car so you don't spin out or gain like too crazy angle. Okay, this fella is here. So, I'll let you finish the... I'll watch you till you finish and reach downhill, and I'll jump with this fella in the session. I think maybe you have 30 minutes when I finish the session. I can jump to drive. Need to plug the stuff. Oh boy. Holy moly. You met Jesus, bro. I saw you. Okay, let me jump with this fella. Give me a second. So, need to, let me, where's the, boom. All right. So, let me set up this. Server's running. Let me stop it. Okay, we'll have another donut session. Man, I can't wait to get everybody out of this stupid donut. It's so boring. I hate it. Yeah, we'll have time. So I'll start now. And why did you had bad practice day? No worries, Julius. If you jump to drive, I'll drive after the session. No worries. Yeah, we'll definitely do. We'll definitely do competition once. Just need to do stuff. Ah, hi, brother.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Can you hear me?
was yeah. I'm just testing live stream, and I'm just checking the chat, replying to people.
Oh, I just woke up a couple minutes ago. I'm not gonna lie with you.
No worries.
So,
I'm not here.
yeah,
Like, I mean, I'm here to judge you, obviously, because of coaching. But at the same time,
yeah.
I'm understandable to a lot of factors. It's like,
No, yeah, it's just yeah, because I like a couple minutes ago, I'm like, man, it just fell apart a little bit. But now I'm like, okay, just getting used to, waking up and then basically getting a little bit adjustments. It's
mm,
getting back to where I was initially.
ah, don't worry. Just look. It's all about thinking. Look, you might wake up and feel like shit, but if you if you think positive, things will go better. So think positive. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna
Oh,
smash
trust
the
me.
donut. I'll do better, right?
Oh no, trust me, it's a lot better than the work days
Oh yeah, I mean,
by a mile shot, trust
look,
me.
who loves to go to work, bro? Like fuck work. Like I hated work. Now, what I love is just teaching you guys. Like, what's funny, bro? These bullshit corporate jobs, I hate them so much. What's fun in them? Like going a fucking
Uh,
job where like I am always in these call centers, and when like you see people ordering food, whatever, because they work in different, one for debt collection, one for people that complain for their food orders. And you know how stupid it is? Like, they go in and they always make false claims that the food is cold and shit and stuff. Like, and I genuinely feel like I'm wasting my time with idiots that abuse whatever system that has, rather than I'd love to use my time to learn something new every day, or like to help somebody learn something new every day like I do now. So that's
yeah.
way more productive. This is bullshit jobs, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but like, what job do you work as right now?
I mean,
Like, just I don't know exactly what you mean by here because it's a bit, I never.
at the moment, I'll
You
tell
said
you.
call center and food.
No, I'm not working on any jobs at the moment. Work for myself, but I'll explain a little bit. Let me grab a coffee real quick. You warm up. Give me just a second.
Yeah,
No.
you say that. I guess like for corporate, yeah. Like, but the thing is, I'm like, so for me right now, I'm a soft developer, right? Just working
Yeah.
on like apps and stuff. Usually there's a bare minimum for stuff. Like I noticed from my friend, right, how things should be as a standard. This company is pretty toxic that I'm currently in.
Yeah,
So I'm trying
there's
to actually get out right now. So
it's
I'm like, look, corporate jobs suck, right? But there's a minimum where it shouldn't be that bad.
yeah, the best
Right
is
now we have a
just finding
micromanager and etc.
the best is finding like you know what a lot of times it's not the company like if yeah if they change
The
policies
team.
and they become toxic but it's either the team or the managers. A man what I two the two jobs that I worked for more than 3 years in them I had it was only because I had a good manager and then the moment the manager changed and there was like this piece of shit that comes in and even though I'm the best in each department in the two both fucking jobs, one I got the agent of the year, the other one I was like the best earner. And like the moment, even though you can be the best, there will be this manager piece of shit that will come in and I will try to start pushing you. And what happened? I burned out. And that's what I learned from my old jobs now when I'm teaching people is that don't if the guy is doing good progress gradual don't push him to do more than that because like you push somebody more like you just burn out you stop progressing so
Uh,
it's
yeah,
fucking idiots bro. That's
you say that right, dude. I'll be honest with you. I'm burnt out as more of a whole, not to the fact of my hobbies, but just the job or sorry, the workplace itself is. It's not even the managers at this rate. It's a multiple. It's literally the whole company for our department's just shit.
yeah.
I'm
Oh
not
I
gonna
see.
lie. Like,
uh
dude, let me ask you this. Does this sound
yeah.
healthy? Usually, like, I'm working on like one language for, say, a thing, right? To get out my exit, I upgraded to learn like two more languages. I learned a lot of different tools. I started to learn React super duper quick in like a month, dude. I'm like, I'm trying to build my exit so fast that I'm like, that kind of pace of learning I can understand, but it was not basically good for myself mentally.
I think anything that pushes you into okay, so I forgot the exact names of this. I have a cousin that works as a physical therapist, whatever, and he told me this, and I figured it. I checked it on the internet. I forgot what they were called, but there's good stress because like look people think of like oh stress is a bad thing there is stress that's healthy that pushes you to be like not on the edge but like to keep doing stuff and like you know build yourself more as well like you keep handling more pressure more so there's good stress and bad stress the bad stress comes in when now the shit hits the fan like you're way overloaded so if it starts to affect you mentally you certainly pass the limit of where like the stress you can handle so I would say
Yeah, yeah.
definitely it's good trying to learn one two languages a lot of times this makes you hyper fucking fast like you because the
But
brain
not in the time span what I just mentioned. Not in the time span what I just mentioned though.
I mean yeah but there's people that look you could actually train yourself to be faster like your brain can be like you can make it like a sponge if you push yourself with like I saw a lot of exercise and things like this haven't tested them but it's look
No, but the yeah,
it's
it's just the amount
better
of information. I'm not kidding you. It's just the amount of information I just absorbed. It's a lot more than what you should really be, doing. Because like even our boot camp for our training in the beginning was 3 months. This I'm condensing down to a month, but not just one like ecosystem. Like I'm doing multiple ecosystems and a lot of toolings. So I'm building so fast in that case because I want to get out as fast, but it's a bit too fast in that regards.
yeah
I can
but at
already tell.
least look from the positive side yes it's a lot yes it's shit but it's better like I mean there's always look for the positive so what I mean by this is okay this is shit this sucks I want to get out they are just overstuffing me with garbage but think of all the people that don't do jack shit and lay in their bed or like the couch right you're there busting your ass so just think positively you're doing well let me see if someone is writing in the chat sorry Fabi I forgot to read real quick just a second Tsukuba you'll be fine bro don't worry yes, we'll drive, guys. Don't worry. Exotic, can I send you the OBS plugins? Dancho, da, može posle. So you can send them later. I just testing if the I'm honestly just testing if the live stream is working. So, because I know there's if somebody is uncomfortable with the live stream,
I
of course
forgot.
I'll be. Hmm?
I forgot to even share the screen. I was just
Uh,
busy trying to get back to where I was feeling in a sense when I
oh,
got
that's
to.
fine, bro. I see. Look, I see enough being teaching for like now 2+ years with just third person. I know every single thing that happens with the camera.
No, I know. Just usually,
But I'm gonna open it here on the side, so no worries. And if anybody has any question that is about drifting, whatever that can confuses them, whatever, just shoot in the chat, bro. I'm checking. So, but now I've been watching what's going on while we speak. So let's see. Not bad. A bit fast, aggressive initiation.
yeah, I'm just trying to
65.
work on that nudging that you mentioned. So
Yes.
it's a bit,
Keep in
it's a,
mind,
yeah,
I see. Oh, I see you doing modulation. So save yourself. As
I know. It's just I'm trying to, I'm trying to at least get used to basically the idea of the nudging a little bit more. I gotten more comfortable with it, but obviously there's a lot of things where I'm like, when should I be really holding? When should I be really more nudging in this case?
but the
I'm
the
still asking a lot.
only way you get this to click is in holding the throttle. I know you fly out of the donut. Trust me, Alex was having cancer before you. A lot of people they it's just shitty process you have to go through. But the only way to learn this is holding the throttle steady. So let me explain. If you stay in the if you try to do the donut and you hold 60 like Alex was doing, he had to steer like a maniac, like crazy.
Yeah,
So the less amount of throttle you use, the more you have to compensate by forcing the car to turn with the steering wheel. So
yeah.
in
Grippy
order,
tires really suck too.
yes, especially at the beginning now when the tires are not heated up, like you're holding low amount of throttle, then 60 might not even be enough. The sweet spot is 80. And of course, the
Yeah,
problem is when the tires heat up, 80 is perfect. And even when they're grippy, it's okay. But when they heat up, the smallest mistake you make with 80, you will spin out. So there's pluses and minuses. But I'd rather have you go high power so you can get used to these small movements.
yes, because we did like say 75 to get used to the steering, but we wanted eventually near more to 80, possibly.
Yes. Is just make sure you're not compensating with modulations. We'll go over them, we'll go very in depth, but I want to make sure that steering is half the way. Look, anybody that comes in, I know that you guys either drove a car in real life or like you've played already with the throttle enough, whatever. You know how to deal with the throttle pedal to some extent, but the
It's just
steering,
instinctual or subconscious there.
yes, but the steering part is the fucked up process. So you dial in, you master the steering, half of the game's done. Like we can start polishing the rest. But the steering is the biggest problem. And you will see after this session, I'll try to set up this shit. I'll go drive a little bit in the toge and stuff. Because you can steer when you're handbraking, you can steer the car. When you're braking, you can steer the car. When you're flooring the car with the throttle, you could steer the car. Steering is everywhere. And if you don't know how to touch the steering or how much to steer, you get fucked. That's why I'm pushing you so much on the steering and other people,
Yes, for
because
sure.
this is super important part of it.
Okay.
So when you're ready, focus. And I know now all your focus will be in the maintaining. I want you to remember, think in the moment, one by one. Step one, okay, go do this, check this out. Checkpoint one, initiation. Checkpoint two, the next thing. So I'll, this is the, oh, come on, let me move the screen 1 second. Let me see what you see. Oh, come on. What am I clicking? So there
Just
you go.
get it, bro. Okay.
Ah, you don't have the skin. I'll send you the skin. Don't worry for the E30. It's a great skin. The reason why the car is white is because you don't have the skin. I'll send you. Don't worry.
Okay, but yeah, so
Now, when you're ready, bro, can this shit disappear? Goddamn. Ah, finally. Okay. So, watching from your side now on Discord. Now, when you're ready, just go ahead, do your normal initiation. I'm watching from your side, and I'll let you drive a little bit, and then I want to cover some other details. But let's focus for like 5-10 minutes on this thing, because I think it's very
okay.
important for me. There you go. Focus. Nice and easy, no panic. Oh, a bit too much. Don't worry. And do you know why this happens? Because you usually catch it, even though you like the aggressive initiation, you usually catch it. The reason why I didn't catch it is because now your your thoughts are way ahead of where we at, if this makes sense.
Yeah.
So I've built the seed in your head to think ahead, like for the maintaining and the steering and all this, and now like you've put like your brain is focused to be super efficient in like the future now,
I
not
definitely
so.
love cold tires sarcasm.
Yeah, screw the cold tires, bro. Like we're gonna beat them when you're ready. Nice. A bit too much turning though. You needed a little bit of counter steer to let the car go wider at the beginning. Just hold the ground when you initiate, the car settles in. Hold the ground for just a moment, and you'll be fine.
Just hold it a little bit more, but also depends on context for
Like,
sure.
a second. If you need to go wide, if you see you got a massive angle, just give it a second for the car to push out. Again, this is a lot of situational thing, and I don't even know if I should have told you this. I don't want to distract you with tons of information. I'm afraid to not burn you out like anybody else. Because of course
No, I mean the
I can
amount of
tell, I can give you
information
the
I
secret.
absorb is a lot.
Yeah, I can give you the secret to anything, but it's the thing is that this could also be a mistake. Is it the right time? Is I think the correct question. To
Okay.
When you're ready, well, let's go one after another. Relax. Okay. One tire is fine. So constantly remember. Now, okay. Let me tell you this. So,
Okay.
let me move this thing.
Let's see. Yeah, go ahead.
Saki, thank you for sending me the plugins. I'll check them. So, now, you could keep going. I'll explain something.
Okay.
See you later, Saki. Thanks for jumping in. So, keep turning. This is something I explained to Alex. So,
Yeah,
okay.
it's the throttle. It's been like that. I'm starting to really get annoyed by it. I see that portion too.
Fuck that. Like, it's important, we'll solve it, but this is something I explained to Alex. Now, I'll explain it again because I think it's very important. So bear with me. I want you focused in what I'll try to explain it slow. I want you to be focused now because this is very
Okay.
important. When we go to maintain, the car will give you feedback information, correct?
Yes.
So, car will tell you you're turning left, the car will tell you turn right and counter steer. So, then the car will not tell you anything. What does that mean? Is almost like imagine you're having an exam and there's a question you have no fucking idea how to answer to. But the car tells you 50% of the correct answer. Or maybe there are like two answers listed.
Okay.
That there are two answers to this question. Then the car gives you one of the answer. The other answer is for you. So what I mean by this, I want you to remember, or let me ask you this. Is the car's goal and your goal the same?
No, No, in the sense it should be the car wants to straighten out, but you want to basically maintain and keep it at a uh angle, and also in the sense, but also not basically straighten out in that regards.
Yes, you want it. You
But
want it. You want it to be sideways. In a simple word. So you want to keep it in drift. The car wants to straighten out. You want the car to be sideways. So now, what does that mean? It means that when the car tells you to counter steer, it's gonna tell you half of the things you need. What I mean by this is the car wants to straighten out. So if the car doesn't give jack shit that you want to keep turning, and it's never gonna give you force feedback to the wheel to go turn. It's never gonna give you a nudge on your dick to go and turn. So what it's gonna tell you is counter steer, stabilize me, and then I'll straighten out because the rotation will start to die. The car grips up. So in this sense, that's where I mean don't listen to everything the car tells you. You need to filter. That's what I meant before, but I couldn't elaborate it because I was not sure exactly what I was trying to explain. Now I figured it out. So what you want to do is, in this sense, you counter steer, you turn to the right, and then you don't stay there unless explicit the situations that I'll cover in a moment. You counter steer and then you go back to your goal. So you do the goal of the car, which you need to stabilize for a moment as the car rotates, and then you go back immediately and you turn. So that's why this cycle has came. To go right and to go left. To go right and to go left. You stabilize, get the car to turn. Stabilize, get the car to turn. Stabilize, get the car to turn. But if you stay on the counter steer, then the rotation will die and the car will straighten out. That's why the car doesn't tell you jack shit, because the car wants to straighten out when you stay on the counter steer.
Yeah, is it because I'm saying too much on the counter steer, as you notice? Because you notice me kind of nudging a lot more, or basically trying to yank more, hypothetically, more on the left side when the car is starting to stay on this. Starting to straighten out more because I'm starting to stay too much on the counter steer in general. Is that the idea?
So the reason why you had this issue is not because you drive like that bad or anything or all this garbage. Is simply because you don't know. When you don't know when to react, the timings and stuff, and that's why we're working all these things. So that's why I noticed that you tend to stay a little bit more on the counter steer in terms of timing, and that's holding you back. So what we're gonna do now, simply, is we're just gonna give very little bit of time to the counter steer. Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna counter steer and then you go back. It doesn't have to be like fast, like you fly away, like right, left, you fly out. Just nice and easy. Slow is.
I think maybe your cues would probably gonna help a little bit more, probably as you notice in that regards.
Yes.
Whenever I start to do that, I'm starting to see that portion where you're probably leading me to eventually.
So, oh wow, this is bullshit. I bought a thing to hold my phone and it's actual garbage, Chinese shit. Anyways, now I'll give you live cues, and I've noticed. To be honest, the live cues help for everybody better. So
yes, for sure.
Now, okay, what I want from you now. Okay. Since we started to practice, you started to warm up. Now we're back on square one because I'm talking too much. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna focus on driving. I'll focus on giving you live cues, but first warm up your initiation, and then work on the maintaining.
Okay.
Nice and easy. Oh, you could keep going. Look, you could keep. At the moment, I don't give a damn if you're on the big one, the middle one, the small one. What I care about is just us staying alive on the donut, and then I can guide you slowly, because there's things. Look, I was thinking this is very bad, and I was like telling people not to do this, but I figured out there's a big benefit. If I keep you staying alive, yes, we're not focusing on learning like how to stay in a line and stuff, but I'll get you to click some important details on how to steer. I'll get you to click the frequency, how often to steer, and that you could do small very small adjustments, but more frequent, and they will match like the same amount of degrees of turning like you to do a big one, but then to go in a fight. So when you click these things, I realize that now it's way easier to teach you how to stay on the line. So you see that
It's
even when I'm teaching, I make mistakes and I have to learn on the way.
yeah.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah, it's just that, yeah, I think the reason why I'm staying too long on the counter steer is that subconsciously, right? Just to let you know, because it's this feeling, right? If I
Mhm.
constantly yank it to the left too much and too quickly, usually it spins out. And that's probably what I'm trying to fight against too. But I need to fix kind of like that mentality more too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Don't worry, just okay. Careful, this small donut is actually, you see, it's a bump. It's almost like the curbs, and when your front tire steps on it, it's the back's gonna whip. So you gotta be careful with this. Okay, so now remember, you only turn to the right the moment you see the car stops, almost like gaining angle, rotating. That's the moment you gotta turn left. So I'm trying to give you some cues. Oh, that was too much. Hold on. That's good. That's why I need this fuckery here, because that's the situation you will want to hold on the counter steer. So that's the only time I would say hold on, let the front get back into control angle, because this, even if you turn left or you turn right, there's no escaping. The car is in a full blown spin out simply
But
because it
when you basically whip it way too much out, yeah, I noticed that you would have to hold more, but I'm trying to practice. It's like that hyper focus of you want me to nudge more or basically get quicker on, getting from the counter steer. But yeah, that scenario, whenever the back is too wide out, you might want to hold is the idea, right?
it's yes,
Just
so
double check.
it's yes, just do 1 360 and just continue again. Why do you have to stop and reinitiate? Like it's way
Yeah,
more beneficial in time, like because you stop, position yourself, initiate. So my point is, this full-blown spin out is simply because the car got way more angle than it can support, and then there's nothing you can do. It's out of your control,
yeah,
so
you
you're
you
screwed.
just have to hold the counter steer wherever it goes. You kind of have to hold L a little bit for right now,
Yeah.
at least.
So what you want to do when this thing happens is simply, when the car is a full blown spin out and the the angle is way bigger than your angle kit, what the car can support. There's two options: you cut off the throttle, or you just hold on the counter steer like we did, and then the rotation will slowly die, and it's gonna bring the back in. Of course, then vice versa the front, and the car will get back to the supported angle. The angle is gonna shallow up slowly. It's gonna get smaller, and now you could drive again. So that's the
Yeah,
goal. It's
those
it's
were the two
almost
ideas. Yeah, those were the two ideas I found essentially while I was practicing a while back, basically.
it's
So
literally
you
the
mean
same
like,
logic as a reverse entry. It's literally the same logic as reverse entry. You toss the car into uncontrollable angle, and then you wait the car to straighten back into angle that you can control, and then you go with it on the gas and so
okay,
on. It's literally the same logic. So that's how I can explain it. So because we men are very visual, that's why you look at the girls out, right? So you check them out, but you need, because we really, men are very visual. If I tell you reverse entry, you've seen plenty of clips, the car flying backwards and stuff, right? So that's
yeah,
exactly it. You went into a massive angle, spinning out, just wait it out a little bit. That's the goal.
okay.
All right, good. And a little bit left. You want to be always gently wiggling left and right, even when the car is
Yeah,
nice and stable. So when you go left, don't stay on the left as well, because that's almost like, imagine the numbers are flying where you want a car to turn, and when you go to the right, it's the car starts turning, 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 turning. By the time you counter steer, it's like you get screwed over as well.
so it's really like a balancing act between
Yeah.
both two.
Yes,
Sound like,
everything's like a balance. It's exactly what I was explaining to Alex earlier. I decided, okay, he was interested in the grass because he was stepping over the grass a lot. And when you step with two tires, you're fucked. So I was telling him about
Okay, I noticed I came too much on the left there. So it's really a harder balancing act in the sense, basically, as
it is, but
you need to be extra careful too,
it
because I'm not
yes,
that careful right
it,
now.
it doesn't matter. Like as long as you're alive on the donut, like you could keep practicing. So you look at it the positive way. You're doing well. You're staying alive, but you're playing with the throttle. So
Yeah,
the number one thing I would say, the number one thing you gotta focus on is locking your foot. That's extremely powerful skill because you will need it later on in layouts.
yeah. It's the habit I need to enforce myself. It's usually how it boils down to.
A lot of people, just me, almost everybody that came into me had this issue.
See, that's where I should have pulled basically on the counter steer more. I'm starting to feel it more.
Because when you do when you force the car to rotate, you turn left and then you do a little fluctuations with the throttle, you're
It's a
still
lot better right now, by the way, speaking. Sorry, live speaking
yes,
right now.
yes. So
The locking of the feet really helps right now.
it's
But yeah, I'm still
you
yeah.
have
I noticed basically I'm lingering too much on either left or right now, as you mentioned.
now you
Sometimes
have
you need to be
the reason why you have way easier time is because when you any sort even the smallest of fluctuations play with your grip and the weight, and you're adding more. If there's rotation present, you turn the wheel, car's rotating. If the rotation is present and you modulate the throttle, you fluctuate, then you're empowering that rotation. That's why sometimes you gain more rotation, or sometimes you get less. Because while the car's rotating, you have good rotation. When you lower the throttle, the car will straighten out on you without you realizing.
It's a subconscious habit. That's why. Also, it's something instinctually you would do instead of you wouldn't lock your foot normally in that case. But for our purpose case to practice and get the concept, you would usually do that in the case to get the idea down. So it lasted a lot longer, as you saw, basically, as that unfortunately hit the grass. So that should have probably lowered. In the sense, probably I should have lowered the throttle there because there's no way to countersteer fully in that case.
So what you needed is exactly
What Alex needed
so lock your foot, and then things will get easier because
it was a lot easier.
When you
like the 45, yeah.
When you create the rotations constantly and then you fluctuate on the throttle, you're actually because look, I've seen you and you've done very well with the steering at some moments, and that the moments you've done well are the moments the throttle was not moving. Why? Because then you learn how much movement. Look, your feet and your hands, they don't know like turn 30 degrees and this and that. They know distance and like how much force or pressure to apply. So when you turn to the left or to the right, you remember how much turn of the wheel resembled how much rotation of the car, how much to the car to turn, how much rotation. So in that sense, when you've locked your throttle and you didn't move, you were doing very accurate adjustments on the car. But when you added the throttle fluctuation, you stop focusing on holding your foot. What happened is that now the throttle was empowered because of the fluctuations. The throttle was empowering how much you're rotating because it was playing as well with the grip. When it's a low angle and you're just holding it barely and you lower the throttle, the car will straighten out on you and you're like, oh shit, what happened? Then you yank the wheel to the left to get it turning back. And that basically you made the car grip up with the throttle. And when you go up on the gas, you get too much rotation now because you're forced to lose more grip with extra 5%. And trust me, 5% throttle is a big difference. How much power? The higher the horsepower of the car, the higher the difference as well.
Yeah, it's just subconsciously, you would generally use it all together in one, in a sense that also I need to note and remember that basically the throttle is basically steering wheel. So sometimes when I'm trying to save myself, as you saw, I would lower down the throttle to get more grip. So it's just for right now, for the time being, it needs to be locked.
Yes. So this will be the number one thing I would say you have to do.
Yes, so I really have to go against the instinct, the urge, really, to play around with the throttle like everybody else, I imagine.
Because look, the ego, a lot of times ego gets the best of us. I'm better than others. I can learn faster and stuff.
We're all flawed. We're humans. Let's be real here.
So So it gets to everybody. I used to be, trust me, I used to be an absolute piece of shit. Don't give me like, if I have to tell you why I've reached to this moment now where I just want to relax and want to help, want to chill, I don't care who judges me. And people, look, not everybody will like you. People hate you and stuff like this and make problems. So I used to be an absolute piece of shit. Trust me. Big ego, you want to prove yourself very hard and stuff. And I believe everybody has to go maybe through some period. But the biggest problem is figuring out that you are the piece of shit. Because if you don't figure out, you'll stay a piece of shit through your entire life. This makes sense.
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
So that's the biggest problem. So when you're ready, but no, honestly, you're doing it's way better when you hold the throttle. You're doing these adjustments with the wheel. It's looking very good. So we could start building very fast on top of that foundation, that little muscle memory that you built. But it's
Yeah.
the thing I've just realized, because I'm watching, I couldn't figure out what's going on. Then I look at the throw and I realize that the throw is fucking you up. It's not that you do so bad at steering. It's the throw itself is fucking you up. Because you have to build that muscle memory. Just like, yes, this is gonna take away from your focus, holding and like constantly thinking of your foot that it's not moving. This is gonna take focus. Trust me, it's gonna take some energy away, and it might make you deal a little bit bad on the steering, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna be there.
But
So
it needs to be as an idea for the time being.
yes, you have to look. There will be moments where you really need, even when chasing whatever, to hold on a certain percentage of throttle. So you need that skill. It's extremely important skill to have. There's
Yes.
there's other reasons as well that I don't want to get into, because that means you might start asking questions. We'll go in another topic. I will waste the
Yeah.
time that we can actually be
You know, for
efficient
me,
in
it
the
would go
session.
down a black hole as I keep asking more questions.
Yes. So that's why I want to keep it efficient so that we keep progressing with each session. We could talk for days here, like how to do this, how to do that, and this and that. You know, drifting is about balance, being nice and smooth while being gentle. Same things with you do with girls when you go into bed. You don't rush. You know, get the job done. Relax. Take it easy. I think you know what I mean.
So let's get back to it. All right.
Yes.
Let's see.
Survive.
No, I know, but I felt like it locked up. I wondered if I needed more throttle because basically the wheels are cold.
Now all your focus is like, I'm fucking up my foot. I'm fucking up my foot. You need to focus on the foot. So now,
Okay.
I want you to focus. Think that there are zombies in your room. They'll eat you if you fail. I'm putting pressure on you.
I'm holding it right now. I'm getting used to that hold, but
Don't
you
worry.
know, it's still grippy, so I gotta be pretty.
Okay. One cue. When you make big adjustment and you turn the wheel a lot, you're gonna make that big left. Follow up with
Yeah, it's
very small. I want you listen.
Yeah.
When you
Okay.
make the big left, I want you to touch very lightly afterwards. If you follow up with another big adjustment, you're screwed. That's why you spin out. Just follow and touch very lightly with small ones. Pa, pa, pa,
Like the
little bit left.
analogy of a pendulum, right? We could start out, it swings big, but eventually it starts to lose all the motion, and it does little like motions at the end, basically decreasing. At least in the case for that.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's same. So when you make a big adjustment, you force big momentum, and the car gains a lot of angles all of a sudden. And then like also there's a speed increase, and it's like whoom like this. You get big angle, then the rotation dies very quickly but progressively. So that's where you need to expect. It's the same logic as when you know the car's gonna straightening out. I want you to have the rally mindset and like correct the corrections before they even happen. So when you know the car's gonna straighten out, that's why I tell you don't wait on the counter steer, because this is gonna happen, and then you have to turn even bigger to the left. So what I do is, when you go right, you start going left, and that is gonna, without me explaining to you that you will stop and you'll counter this for the car from straightening out, you're gonna catch it exactly in motion. but this is killing two rabbits with one bullet. So I never let you go and experience the straightening out, which you do experience non-stop, but this is gonna handle it. So when you're ready,
Okay.
I mean, look, it's always like the real car. You stop turning to the left, the car will stop turning to the left. It's gonna keep turning to a certain extent. You want to turn more, you always have to give more and remind it.
Yeah.
That was a bit too much.
Yeah. No, I know, but it's just that I felt ripped up, so I was trying to really, force it, as you saw at the end there.
Mhm.
So I'm like, maybe is it? I have to like look at how much throttle I'm also giving. So I have to look briefly, see how much I'm actually giving when I'm holding it.
Just throw a very small glimpse, like millisecond spot, like you shift your eyes and you go back to the road. You gotta look at the road always. If you think I'm a magician and it distracts even myself, like I start losing the donut because
Yeah,
you have to act non-stop, especially the biggest donut. Like you keep such a small angle, you're constantly like left, left, left. You're constantly pumping it.
yeah. So I saw at the end there, I was holding 71. It was really low. So I need to kind of find a way to lock it up higher, basically.
So
Also
look,
with the RPM
you first find the look, the throw percentage you can adjust. That's the easy one. You first learn to lock the foot, then you can lock it anywhere you want. The only problem will be if the springs are too stiff, very hard springs, then your foot will get exhausted. Like your feet will get exhausted
No,
very
these are
fast.
fine. Trust me. We're playing on Sim Magic here, so
Look, so trust me, you can
oh,
always
so I have,
buy hard springs,
I'm not
but
locking as I noticed, by the way. It fluctuates a little bit. So I gotta work on it a bit more on the throttle.
yes, totally. Like at the moment, locking your foot is the main priority, and I know we're gonna learn the steering quicker, way quicker.
Yeah, so that's the most glaring thing that I'll have to fix, basically, for the time being.
It's literally, think of it. It's literally isolation. We're isolating your foot of interfering in the control of the car. So what we do is now we learn to control the car completely with our hands. So that's the whole goal of this exercise that I made up. We isolate the throttle with the modulations to not interfere in the grip and the weight shift and all the stuff and the rotation. And then we rotate the car with the steering. And you learn how to steer big, middle, and tight afterwards. And then I know you're perfectly ready.
Yes, but this is, the
I
portion
mean,
that needs to be.
yeah, it's easier said than done. So
Yeah. So
can't believe it's so dark and yet my camera actually keeps good visibility in my room for some good Logitech. Glitch in the
I'm sorry. Okay. Understand.
good. Let me see. Somebody typed in the chat. Glitch in the matrix. How do I enable that outer HUD in AC? Is there a tutorial how I can enable that HUD? Glitch, can you tell me which HUD you're talking about? You're talking about this one here in the that I'm using, the Project X with the Project X Motorsport logo, or which HUD you mean? If you talk about this thing, which is the second gear, or the so if you talk about this HUD, you can download this. Its application. You can download it from our Discord. Okay, this one you can download. I'll show you in a second, very quickly. So you want to go to Project X Motorsport Discord. You want to scroll down, and you will go down to. Give me a second. Where is it? Downloads category. Go to PXM apps, and I have a video. I have a video here, how everything about this HUD, what it shows you, what it does. You download this, and in the video I show how to install it. So feel free to watch it, because I'm in a session. I can show after the session how to install it and explain a little bit, but I cover absolutely everything in the video itself. Okay, keep. Yes, you make a big turn and a bit slow counter, so you don't have to rush.
Quickly, I didn't fix it quickly. Yeah. So yeah, but I
A lot
noticed for
of
sure it's a lot easier with the throttle lower when it's hotter. So it's actually in that case. But for higher, I definitely need to lock even higher, so it's easier to adjust
yeah. If the
to.
car look, if the car's rotating, if the car's turning nice and slow, don't rush quickly to counter steer. You could go slow. Match. Remember, it's all about matching the tempo. I want you to
Yeah,
remember this. Match the tempo, you'll be fine. It's like
match
that's
the tempo
why.
of the car. And like if it swings, or let me think. If it's going nice and easy in its pace, follow along. But if it's drastic, then you have to hold the reins back and make sure it's you have control back again. Is that the idea?
Yes. So the point is, it's all about matching the tempo. So the drill is the following. As I said before, when look, you can have, let's say you initiate, you want to do the big donut, right? Let's put an example. So it's a never-ending corner. This big the donut itself, any of these donuts is a never-ending corner, basically, that keeps looping. So if you want to keep the same line, you can literally, once you ride the line, you set the car on it, you can literally stay on it forever if you mimic the same timing of how much exactly you turn the car and you stabilize. So if you turn 20 degrees and every 1 second you or 2 seconds you're like 20, 20, 20, and you're rotating the wheel. So basically, if I can move the camera, if you're constantly, oh, camera rotated, give me a second.
1 second.
I will turn this camera real quick, like just to show. And I will camera's
So
being used by
you're saying
so
like if you want to hold the line, you can do 20, and then it starts to straighten out 20. It's like a constant gain. That's a
it
maintenance in that regard, right?
yes, so when you maintain the same values and you do the same movements like 20 counter steer, like the car will never change the course because you're keeping the same course at all times, non-stop moving the
Yeah,
wheel. Or like if you do
yeah.
30 degrees, this is just for example when I say 20, but when you do, imagine you do the same frequency between your inputs, you will always stay in the same line, if you never
Yeah. So
change any of the
whenever
other inputs
Yeah.
like
So
toll
whenever
and
I
so on.
fuck up those frequencies or values, then that's when you see, oh, now I'm counter steering more. Basically, I have to lean more onto the left, basically. So that's what you're in that. That's the analogy. If basically the frequencies change or say the values, yeah, you're going to see me swing out more on the right or left. But whenever I saw in between, whenever we fixed the throttle, like that eureka moment, right? I noticed that period of time where I was doing frequencies where it's like little, gains in that sense, where I was swinging back and forth pretty smallly, and it felt very
Exactly.
consistent.
Exactly. So if you're constantly like, if you catch the perfect angle, the perfect momentum, and you have the perfect speed as well on the throttle, and then everything's fine. You're just maintaining, then just literally figuring out if like in how much milliseconds or a second or two when to give a certain amount. You find what input you like and how much to turn, and just turning like 30 and stabilize, 30 and stabilize, turning.
Becomes
You never have to change the speed of your inputs. You literally just replicating the same shit over again.
Yeah,
It's
it's just
it's the
more of that
frequency.
idea is it becomes based on feel because we're talking about a wheel here. So I get the
Yes.
technical side, but yeah, it's gonna be boiled down to the amount of practice and by feel. I can
Yes.
start to see that.
So something changes in the car with the line, the angle, whatever, then the frequency changes of your inputs. You got because you gotta change course. Doesn't have to change for all the time. But let's say hold the big donut. I'm just chilling. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Then like, oh crap, I need to turn more. I'll do
Yeah,
like I can do like two little ones, two little adjustments, or like left, left a little bit to bump it, or I'll do one big one, and then I go back to my normal frequency because I'm back on the same line with the same angle, the same thing, and I'm back to this. It's like a choreography. You just keep repeating the same inputs at the same
yeah,
time.
but I
So
noticed one thing you said. You said you could take either a big, adjustment, or you can take like two or divide it into two subsections or how much you need essentially.
yes,
Just we're
yes,
not talking about the technical portions,
way
but
way
to
quicker, but
equate that.
multiple small ones. Exactly.
Yes. Okay. So I start to see that new concept appear now that you just mentioned it. So that's something
because
to keep in mind
because
too.
the big yanking makes a big change, and if you haven't been through, and it's a fast adjustment, and the faster the things happen, the faster you need to react. So when somebody is learning and you give him something that's very fast, you won't be have the reaction time yet to react. Reaction time is built over. You don't have to focus on building your reaction time. It comes over time. You build it on the side without realizing, so you don't have to even focus on this thing. That's
Yeah,
the
because
cool part.
yeah, you see me with the big yanks, but I remember back in my practice without, noticing it. Yeah, when you say those two smaller subsections, I do recall doing something like that, and it did work in that case to give me more angle whenever I was, it started to straighten out more basically on the counter steer
So
too.
partially counter steering, like not even the full way, just like a little bit, and then like just nudging the turning zone twice, so the car turns slowly, but it gets the job done in how much degrees you want. That's the perfect
Yeah,
outcome.
but it could be both sides, so it's not just the right side that I can do. Like instead of one big, yank, I could do like the subsection. It also can apply on the left hand side too. So
Yes.
I'm starting to see that concept more that it's aware now that you mentioned.
And these things, once you learn all these situations, these things, when you go and drive a track later on, then it's gonna be the same goddamn fucking thing. Because like you run through all these scenarios, you do it subconsciously. Oh wait, I just, why did I do this little movement next to a turning zone, like just and then you realize, oh, I was just micro correcting the car to stay in this line, or delaying the car from transition, because you can delay the transitions and stuff later on. And that's that basically. There you see, it's shit ton of theory, but
Well, yeah, I find that it boils down to me that I need to have these information, and then it's just the practice and refinement. So it's a balancing act. Sometimes it needs more on the side. It's not always 50-50. Sometimes I need more 60-40, or more practice
yes.
would be 60-40 on the other side. That's all it
Exactly.
boils down to, is what I'm seeing.
Exactly. Yeah. So when you're ready, you could fly ahead, and you could drive.
See, that's where I should have done the two smaller yanks then. Okay,
Now
good.
the car
I have
straighten.
that noted.
Yeah, the car straighten
Yeah.
out a bit too much now, so you gotta relax. Another thing is another thing. Look, another thing that's very important is that I want you to be relaxed. The more tense you are, the more prone to make a mistake. If this makes sense.
Well, yeah, that's the same as my, practice yesterday with my piano teacher.
The more tense you are, the
Oh,
more like you try to be dun 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 dun
yeah.
dun, like doing the things too fast and like rushing, and like this increases the chance of mistake. Like basically, I don't want to increase the chances of your failure. Let's put it this way.
I know, but like on piano side, you imagine have 10 fingers, so it's like it's very even more sensitive or brittle. This one,
Yeah.
there is sensitivity, but it's not as bad as piano. Piano, like if you start to you'll get a rough idea what I'm trying to say.
Yes, yes. It works the same. It's in your piano courses. Like if you're tense, it's way likely to um, screw over the notes you gotta hit and stuff. So just keep this in mind. So, oh, now wait on the counter steer. There you go. But like you fluctuated
No,
on
no,
the reason why the car straightened out even more is because you lower down the throttle. When you lower down the throttle, the rear tires slow down the spinning momentum they gripped up. So this is where
yeah,
like the car started to straighten out more on you, and then you're like, oh shit, the throttle's low. You press back on the throttle and you try to turn, but then it was already, it lost too much
yeah.
momentum. The
It's
speed was too
just
low.
yeah, it's just the amount of information we just gotten. It's just now I need to like slowly break it down more onto my own practice time because there's a lot of ideas now that starting to
It's too
shift
much.
to a lot of focus, or at
Exactly.
least for right
Uh,
now at least. But like when I practice, it could start to be refined. So it's good to have it roughly right here. It's rough and patchy, but when you're on your off time and working on it, then it's more refined or polished.
Exactly. But
Oh,
it's the same logic that I told you earlier. This is why I didn't want to go in all these other side scenarios, because when it's too much information, doesn't matter how fast of a thinker somebody is, how like highly adaptable he is, whatever, too much information always leads to burnout. But at least now you know, since we've gone to it, at least you know the scenarios, and we can focus on the main thing, which is the small details. But
Yeah,
definitely
because
locking your foot on the throttle to keep the same, so you can focus on the hands only, to work the hands only, is the best thing that you need to work on. That's the most important. If you solve this, then we can definitely move to the next thing.
just to probably play around or just to get used to it, I might shift this and make the portion bigger so I can actually, be forcing myself, hey, you really should lock in this case. Because I think maybe it's also that I have to find a way to position my foot a lot better to make sure it's locked. Because even the minor,
Yes,
shift with it, basically, it causes the fluctuation, but it could be also the positioning of my foot
it
on the throttle.
it's good that it's very good that you mentioned this, because with Alex from the previous session, the fella, last week, I was like, hey, do you by any chance have a camera? I turn on the camera and I see him right on the, like, he's right in front of the steering wheel. I'm like, bro, your hands are almost like closed in. Like, it's like you're not curling a dumbbell, like, so he needs this extra space where his hands can be a little bit loose, not fully straight, but not like fully, like, compressed to him. So for that reason also matters extremely a lot. If your legs are nice, you need to have nice and comfy position of your legs if you are to be holding the pedal in a certain position. Otherwise your feet gets tired, you get exhausted. I remember when I had like very stiff springs on the throttle, the clutch pedal, just from all the clutch kicking, all the throttle modulations, after 30 minutes I couldn't drive anymore, bro. Like my feet needs to rest. Like I can, it's so
It's not that the case. It's more just positioning it where it's more stable. Like if I shift my foot a little bit, you can see the throttle, basically do that. It's not in the sense that my feet is tired. It's more of better positioning or grounding in that regards. I'll have to just play around with it and see.
Yes. So
Yeah, but yeah, I get the rough idea in the sense. It's just more of it will be practice at this rate, to be honest, off to the side.
yes, you see, it's the thing is, everybody looks everybody looks at the donut as something stupid, but it's not the donut I'm teaching you. This
It's the tools.
there is a secret. There is a different thing. That the problem is, people see the small picture, they don't see the big picture. I'm not teaching you mainly how to do the fucking donut. i'm I'm using the donut to teach you all the tools you need on how to keep the car sideways and how to manipulate the car, how to rotate the car, and so on. Then I use the figure eight for certain different other shit, which is like the transitions and stuff. This is the biggest problem, is that people don't see what I'm trying to do. That's the main
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, I just already said before you said it in the sense of tools, so I already saw through that pretty quick.
That's the main thing. Oh, hi Adam, and hi Alan. Thanks Alan for the wishes. Yeah, Adam, I'm really sad that you didn't manage to get yesterday, but I want you to not worry. So it's all fine as long as you send me a message. I hope it was nothing serious. So we'll catch it up. Just hit me up when you're free. We'll catch up the session, Adam. So nothing to worry about. Now, when you're ready, if you have 3 minutes, so if you want to give it a shot again, if you're not completely burned out and tired, you can.
I'll just give it a little bit, but I understand the rough concepts. It's just more, like I said, a lot more playtime basically on the playground behind the scenes.
Yeah, you need, bro. It's Adam. Since you're here, Adam, you can tell in the chat how much cancer did you get from the donut. Tell the fella how much the donut fucked you up mentally. Because like you passed the. I'm gonna. By the way, Adam, since I've got a bit more free time, I can now edit the videos, and I will.
Oh, shit. it.
I
Fireworks.
I will edit the because Adam passed the modulation test, but I haven't posted it on YouTube. I will edit them out. Adam says, "Yep, haha, all the fucking cancer." So yeah, it's
No,
everybody.
it can't
Trust
be
me,
more handsome than
everybody
you
gets
say.
cancer. Everybody gets cancer on the donut. Trust me.
Hey,
Like
trust me, you say cancer. I mean, if you refer back to my workplace, the amount of stuff I'm actually having to teach myself is way too fast, right? To get out of a toxic workplace. That's way more cancer than this.
yes,
So this is like tails in comparison.
yeah,
This is actually,
you know
I'm
it.
seeing the staircase to grow. That's what I'm seeing here,
Yes.
basically.
So this is cancers, but you know you're learning something. While the workplace, you had the bad colleagues, whatever, like that. They're not helping you grow. They're helping you getting like
You
the
know,
bad
like
mentality.
literally, they would tell you, hey, they would say one thing, but they would never do it. So I kind of become to the point in the workplace, I distrust everybody. I kid you not. That's how
Yeah.
bad it got. But for, they said that they wanted XYZ on that. If I'm already like learning so fast off to the side, but I obviously don't mention to them to that, in the sense that I don't like if I were to say it, they probably wouldn't even do anything about it. So I'm like, if the amount of skills I'm learning at a really fast pace at the workplace right now, combined to the stuff that I've learned on the job, if you don't want to basically let me grow, I'm just gonna get out. And what's the point?
Yeah,
And it's also toxic. So
it's yeah, it's what I hate about these stupid fucking companies, bro. Like the corporate life is that there's always these bullshit false promises with no follow up. Another thing that
yes,
happens is that uh there was so much work you had to do was wild. Or if you become a manager, whatever, what they were doing is they were just like the guys that being there for like years. They saw how much workload they are starting to push on them, whatever, and they just like got away. They quit or whatever, and they
yeah,
will constantly swap new people these workplaces, the new ones, because they're more enthusiastic. They just got promoted, whatever. But now, what I want, what I want from you to focus on, the number one thing that you have problem with is the troll. Focus on
yeah.
your foot first. Actually, focus on positioning yourself where it's for you. It's comfortable to put your feet. Then focus once you dial the position well, and you can now very nicely press the pedal without your foot being worked out so much. Then
It's
focus
not the
on
workout portion, it's just the holding portion. Like I might tend to shift, so I might have to just. It's not discomfort. It's just more of proper, or I'm trying to find the word, where it feels very stable to hold in that sense. It's not being tired in that sense by any means.
yes. So
Yeah,
give me just a second. I had to change something. I didn't know
yeah,
you can monetize a stream, run ads. Being will be probably
right.
annoying for the people, but I
Run
can.
3 consecutive ads. Okay, that's just being pretty scummy. One ad, sure, but if you're running 4 consecutive ads, like some Twitch streamers or something like that,
I'm just checking the options, bro. Like, do I really wanna?
chuck 10 ads, maybe.
No, not bro. What do you mean 10 ads? It's like people gonna they won't be able to watch shit. What do you mean 10 ads? Just like
No, just be like
I'll
one of
put.
those Twitch streamers. Be like, if you watch 10 ads, you're able to do something or some blah blah blah. I don't know. Make it as a challenge or something.
Hmm, frequency.
No,
But
you get the idea. There's just
honestly, I don't know. I'm just checking this option, but I don't think I'll keep this stream monetized. I just turned it off now. I wanted to see because like you tune in to learn something, to watch and stuff. Yeah, it's not bad. Like having maybe a advertisement here and there. Maybe I can put it to the lowest setting, frequency. But
yeah.
if somebody wants to support the stream, like they can always donate or something, or like they can support the server by boosting the Discord,
No, but I'm
whatever.
just
So
joking. You imagine the popular Twitch streamers. So you get the idea what I was trying to say.
yeah, yeah, the Twitch is cancers, bro. These ads annoy me the hell out. So I'm trying to put myself as like when I watch something, what annoys me the most. Of course, there are people that will try to make an earning, but I'm already. And as you, I forgot to answer your question earlier. You asked me what I work. I don't work for these companies. I'm fine. Since my the father passed away, I took over his business, and I was already living off the coaching, so, and the project and stuff. So I do a lot of things as well on the side. I'm pretty fine. So if there's people that come in, they're coachable, I can always turn them away. I'm not greedy for money and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, Druis, I will check. So let me see what's the issue with this. Give me a second. So, for your homework, you remembered, make sure you check your position, and then work on
The key
holding.
concepts or
Yeah,
concepts that were
yes,
mentioned.
position, holding your foot, and when you fix this, only then go to the focusing on the steering mainly. Wow, it
Yeah,
just became very
it's
dark.
been
Give me a second.
on priorities then. I already can start to feel the priorities, so I roughly get the idea what you're gonna suggest. So
Yes,
that's that.
yes, yes. Let me see. Druis, I would say I had this bug yesterday. I would say restart your content manager, but I'm in the AI Drift Playground server, and I see that my bot is driving. Bot is good. What you can try, but the bot is fine. I can even give it a go. I'll try to. I'm gonna plug my shit now. Give me a second. If I can even reach, I need to move a lot of stuff. Plug my stuff, and I can hopefully, maybe I can share one of the monitors somehow, something people can see, and I can drive maybe a little bit or something. Jesus Christ, I can't even plug this. Second. There you go. So now, let's see. Where's the bot? Ah, I see him. Can you try to join? Just close content manager, so you'll be fine. So now, for the homework, what did you remember? Let me know.
So basically, obviously, we need to lock the throttle and get the positioning down in that regards. Then there was also the idea of, hey, for the counter steer, or basically when you shift basically to turn, you don't want to generally linger on that. It's like a pendulum in that sense, in that regards. Sometimes you do need to hold on these for situations such as the counter steer when you get too much of a big angle or start to, or need that in that case to support it, right, or get back into control. But more of the times, it should be more of like a pendulum swing that kind of varies in that regards, depending on the frequency or inputs that you have in that regards.
Yes,
There's
but
also the portion of also the big swing turns. Essentially, you can basically divide them in the sense approximately to basically do this the adjustments, but not too drastic in that regards. You want to have a approach in that regards to basically hold or basically turn, but you could do it more gradually in that regards instead of having it to be too fast, or you would have to react too fast in that regards for that portion.
yes, but just don't. I want you to simplify things for yourself, because you tend to overly complicate things. Look, there's the choreography we do is just left and right. We go right to stabilize. When we go left to create rotation, we get the car to turn, and then we stabilize this rotation, pointing the tires the opposite side, so the car doesn't spin out. So that's how much you go left and right, of course, is dependent on how much, we want to adjust the car and correct the car. So remember these things. And but first, before we even go to this and practice it, I would want you to fully focus on getting your position of your feet dialed in, and then working your foot to stay in one place, and then we could finally focus on the maintaining fully,
Yes.
if this makes sense.
Yeah,
So
because as I mentioned, the first portion was the high priority portion, which
yes,
was positioning and the throttle lock.
exactly. So if you have any questions, shoot before I go.
Yeah, this is a little bit more off topic in that regards,
Okay.
but I was just curious in this regards. For usually for no hesi, right? usually
Yeah.
there's these public servers, but if you want to host your own or in that regards, I wonder if there's, what would you recommend on how to do that? Just to play around with that sometimes.
You could host your local server from Content Manager. So how you can do that is you go to. Give me a second. Need to exit from the AI server. Glitch in the matrix. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so
Because it'd be
uh,
nice to do that and then add your own, AI traffic and then, just actually play around sometimes and, you do cars or basic maps.
yes.
Occasionally I want to, enjoy some of
Now
that
for
more.
now for traffic and look, servers are cancer. Yeah, so if I have to explain for traffic and things, will be absolute nightmare. But there's ways where you could add traffic now, and it's way easier than like doing a completely like dedicated servers that I have to host and stuff. I really hate dealing with the fucking servers. I'm not gonna lie. This is my least favorite shit. I'd rather drive for 12 hours in the game than do the servers, honestly. But let me find where was this. This was somewhere goddamn
But,
here.
you say that as a dev, dude, I've seen hell more than the hosting of servers, trust me. Like, you
Well,
would,
I wish I could find. There was one scummy programmer that I hired. Like this guy just screwed me over with money and work like did bullshit. It's what I'm most afraid of is when I look to hire people to help me with servers, whatever. Is like programmers are like 50-50 always. If it's either a good guy or a shitty guy. It's so fucking annoying, and I'd rather decided, I'll try to do whatever I can myself. But I really need a server guy to help me with all this shit.
yeah, but I
Probably
wouldn't be your
later
guy
on.
in that regards by any means because I usually do
So,
development in that regards.
so
For servers, that's just a lot of, it's the idea of configurations, and I hate configurations, trust me.
everybody
I'm
hates
the
them.
salesman.
That everybody hates them. That's why I do them alone. I decided the best way to do something is do it yourself.
Yeah, but
Do
could you
whatever you can.
imagine? I look like clean code. There's like what you can imagine. I portion stuff to 100, 200 lines to give you the situation of how the app is in our company and my manager. I'm looking at like one file that's 9,000 lines. We're expected to fix this old ass app to make it faster. We're running into app constraints. I'm like, why the fuck am I here? We should be rewriting or redesigning, but obviously there's no budget. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes. Oh, I found it.
Yeah, you already saw. I'm like, dude, this is not it. Like, and a lot of us, I wouldn't say are bad. It's pretty decent around there from the thinking and the structure, and people are trying to solve things I can see. But I'm like, dude, just this situation is just dog shit. I was learning so much stuff onto the side that I could see a really stronger
Okay.
standard practice.
Can you check the share? So, I'll show
Yeah.
you
Okay.
the simple stuff. So here you gotta go to settings, content manager, appearance. Then here on the bottom you have server. Because if you disable it, it's not gonna show on the top right as a tab. When you enable server, this
Yeah.
section
Got
is
it.
gonna appear. Boom. Now, things you need to do is you go to your router and you port forward UDP TCP 9600 and then HTTP. If you don't want to do that, you could use Hamachi, any application that makes local ports. You can connect almost mimics one connection, and then once you do that, that's how I host my server here. I host it locally. Then once you set up everything from main, if you have password, whatever, to entry list, whatever, conditions, rules, whatever, then you just click run, and I go to drive. Then I go to one, and I jump in my server. It appears, but that's in a nutshell. This is how to host your quickly your local server, and obviously for to do this, then you once you set the track, you probably put Shutoko, which I for some reason I have it deleted. I think, yeah. So I'll probably have to install it. I have no idea what I've done. You
Yeah.
put
Okay.
Shutoko, and then Shutoko Revival project, and then there's application that was for traffic that you can use. Traffic Planner. You can download Traffic Planner, and when you go in the game, you could directly inject the traffic in the game. Because if you try to do it the way I do it, you have to find AI splines, an ad, and cancer. Don't just don't
So you
bother
mean
with that.
like
Don't
configure it while you're in game? is instead of configuring outside, usually there's waves
Yes.
of configuration.
Yes.
Configuration
Yes.
and actual static configuration.
Yes, it's way too much information to go through. So just use the traffic planner when you host the server. You'll be fine. So that's
Okay.
that. I'll have to go, brother. So it was a
Yeah.
good session,
Insight.
and I'll catch you next time. If you have any questions, shoot them in the coaching chat that we have the private one for the
Yeah, but the amount
people
of
side.
theory gave me, yeah, I'm pretty sure, it will get to the point where there probably will be questions later down the line in that sense in the session.
Yes.
I could probably see that. Unless I'm still struggling on these portions.
Yeah, for sure. So shoot them there, and I'll catch you next time. Okay. Have a good night.
You too. Or, yeah.
Thank you. So now, guys, let me see what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do now is I can potentially. I feel like driving. The question is my pedal cam going to work at all? So let me see. No. Well, what the fuck? Is it even connected? Give me a second. So it's not connected. Of course, it's not gonna work. That is not good because I think to get it to work, might have to restart OBS. Please don't. Yep, not good. Come on, pedal cam, work. That's not good. Okay, so before I restart the stream to get the cameras working, because I'll have a pedal cam. I'll position the pedal cam and stuff, and I want to drive in the traffic server. Let me see how it's done, how it's going a bit. I'll be working the servers later. Julius, I see you're still driving with this stupid bot, bro. Let me see what you're doing. So I'll drive in the, I think, Fabi, are you alive? You said, yeah, I was going to show to glitch. Bro, said Corsa HUD itself where it can be enabled. I'll show you in a second. Let me see what this monkey is doing. Still driving somewhere. Oh, you're far away from the bot. Why? What happened? Don't let the bot beat you. You can cheat from here to the right. Cheat, cheat, cheat through the grass. Come on, Druis. I see. You're trying to mimic the lines of the bot. No, honestly, I'll tell you this. Doing the lines for the bot and then to loop them for the server is the lines for the bot are not a problem. I can replicate them all the time, but the looping part is the cancerous. Because like when I'm about to start the lap where I started it, I have to go with the same speed, the same angle, and cross the same place to loop the fucking bot to be the loop to be even good. Absolute nightmare. Otherwise, the driving part is not a problem, but the looping is cancerous. But at least the bots are good. I like how they ended up. And by the way, these bots here are better in terms of collision than, for example, with the ACS. I have no idea what bots they use, but ACS bot is like you hit a wall. It like you hit it and like it sends you off. While this bot you can tap it, it's like you tap a normal player. Literally the same shit. Way better collision. I like the collision system. So toke traffic. So is Fabi? Fabi's here. Okay, Fabi, I hope you have time. So I'm gonna set, I need to change everything now. Here my settings, I'm gonna set everything up. And I see you guys watching. So whoever is watching, I will have to restart the OBS, basically restart the stream, because I need to restart OBS so that I get the cameras to work. So I'll need just a minute, and I'll be back on. So I'll be right back, guys. I need 1 minute. Just restarting OBS, and I'll be back. Okay, so we're back again. If anybody can see, let me know in the chat. Camera's on. Obviously, have to restart OBS. Let me set the pedal cam. Wheelbase is good. Let me check if the wheelbase is good. I'm still on the side of the desk, so I'll have to turn a lot of things. The wheel's working. Let me test the pedals. I don't want to go in game with nothing working. Okay, this is working, handbrake's working, shifter's working. Okay, good. Let's see, glitch in the matrix. Well, I remember you had a question. How to enable that application? Okay, so how do you do that? You go to Assetto Corsa, you go to Python apps, and then you have this Project X Motorsport HUD. In this section here, you gotta enable this. I would say enable developer apps as well on the top left. And then once you enable it, you can click save preset so you can save the apps. And then when you go in the game, oh shit, wait, I leaked something. Anyways, oh crap, I'm now on triples. Give me a second. Anyways, let me exit this. Give me a second. Anyways, when you go here, when you go in the game, on the side you will see the... Let me do something. Give me just a second. We'll move this here. And now, how the fuck do I change the display? Can I... It's gonna shift to... there you go. Finally it worked. Bullshit OBS. Alright. Now, because I'm on triples, it turns all the monitors. So let me move to here real quick. And I'll have to shift the... I mean, sorry, it's just first time streaming. I'm a complete idiot. So give me a second. Now we're in the game. Boom. And I'll show you. So let me fix the... For some reason, it's nighttime. So now, when we're in the game, you want to open this HUD, right? Now, what you want to do is... Now, because I'm on triples, everything is way harder. I should have switched back to... Where's the goddamn OBS? Okay. I'm going to show the third monitor. There you go. Now. So now, you see where my mouse is? You go to the far right. You click here, and you can either type on the top project, if you enable the application, or you open it from here. Boom, boom. You see? It's going to open. So you're coming here. This is the settings. Here, the other one. This is the settings. You can adjust stuff. You could click also on the logo, or if you don't like clicking the logo, you could remove this stick here. But I explain everything in the video glitch, so don't worry about this. You'll be perfectly fine. The video explains everything. You could watch it up. Let me move to the primary monitor, and I guess give me a second. So Saki sent me some plugins, but that means I'll have plugins for third person and stuff, but I think, guys, you'll be watching today from first person. I'm not sure if I have time to deal with this shit at the moment, set up plugins and stuff. This was just, I mean, there was supposed to be a test stream, right? Just to see if things are working. So I guess I'll drive. I meant the other HUD from ACC. This one. This, no. This is not automatic. You type gears. And then when you type gears, this pops up. Boom. I like this one. But, of course, maybe when I have time, I'll look for a programmer that can type in Lua, because I need somebody to recreate the app, basically, but in Lua. So, because we had a lot of ideas to fix this, like a lot of improvements, a lot of things, but it needs to be remade. So... Now, give me a second. Where's this? There you go. Okay, so now, let me exit from here. And I'll have to turn the camera a little bit. Let me go to drive, go to, wait, there's the server on? Oh, it's not, okay, good. And then I'll go to Tsukuba. I want to drift in traffic a little bit. But I'm thinking I'll leave the S13 for somebody that wants it. Can drive with this shitter a little bit. So, no worries. So, Fabi, if you're here, I need to jump real quick to the toilet, and I'm jumping the server. I need to also turn the camera on, but I need to turn this couch here so I can even squeeze in have to turn real quick this couch so I can have space. So you can imagine in this place here how much work I have to do to even drive and record videos and stuff. So it's crazy. So let me get rid of some things. I'll adjust the camera. I see somebody jumped in right away, quickly. You're so excited to drive in the traffic, better than I am. All right. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna second. I'm gonna open this up. Already the room is becoming a sauna. When you turn the wheelbase and this computer starts loading, it's absolute nightmare. Let me load this tune. Boom. Turn off this stupid reshade. Let me see what you guys see. Somebody asks something. Okay. Who's here? See, 8 people watching. Okay. So, let me check this and that. Need to turn the monitor. First, what I'm gonna do, let me open OBS. So, I wanna make sure that I rotate the camera so you guys can see me. Okay, let's get this chair here. Like this. Need to get rid of this. See, Drew is here. Fabi, are you here? I think Fabi's here. Fabi. Fabi. Need to grab my. See, you guys did you crash? Who's gonna pay the insurance now? Let's turn this monitor like this. And now, where's the camera? Camera needs to be more to here. So I want you to see the wheel somehow. Maybe you can see me as well. Who knows? I can move it here a bit down. Like this. So that when I come here, you can't really see me, but maybe a little bit up. Like this. You can see the pedals. Pa 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 pa. Now. Maybe a bit closer like this. If somebody wants to join, the server is, and the downloads are very, you could go here in the Discord server, go to Drift Talk. I posted an announcement yesterday. You scroll a little bit up and you could see here this message where I posted the downloads and that I'm launching to some test servers. You guys want to hop in, in the traffic, be my guest. Have fun. Let's see who's here. You guys still alive? See, Fab is here, Joe is here. Okay, so gonna give me just a second. I'm almost ready, guys. So I'm gonna put the gloves in. Let me check OBS if you can hear me. I want to make sure I didn't mute the microphone by accident. So maybe if I can extend this mic a little bit closer to me would be better. Okay, nice. So good. You guys can see. Can probably put some music, but it might. Come on. Can definitely have the music in the background, but give me just a second. So I can put the traffic in this section. I'm gonna get the tires in. I know you. Sorry, Julius and Fabio. I know you're waiting. Just want us to make sure everything's set up. I'm gonna zoom in so we can see if traffic's coming. Or we could drive a little bit like this, warm up, and then I can completely turn off the map and the names as well, so I don't see the traffic completely. That means we'll be driving single lane, which is the hardest. Where the hell to put this shit, bro? Like, Jesus Christ. So, you guys ready? If you're ready, we can give it a try. Let me check the OBS while I'm driving to see what you guys see. If everything's fine. I think everything's fine. Just need to increase the sound a little bit. I think you guys see well. All right. How's the sound? Let's see. Very low. All right. Joyce, you here? Bobby, can you tell me if the stream is okay? I'm sorry to bother you. I hope you're watching. Can you tell me if everything's fine? The sound, the cameras, stuff? Just in case. I'm sorry, this is the first ever time I run something like this. Just want to make sure. You can type it in the stream. Okay, thank you. So, yeah, I'll check if it's a little bit too loud, the engine. I'll probably fix the sound. I'll come in a second. I'll lower it a little bit. Okay, I think this is good. Alright, let's give it a try. Hold on. I need to position myself a little bit better. Who's behind? Somebody. Ah, Julius, I see you. Monkey. Careful, Fabi. Oh, don't worry, you're good, you're good. I'll stop. Oh, a little toppy. Should have brake. Oh, what happened, Fabi? There's oh, wait. There's I want you to remember, Fabi. Oh, no need to reset. Did the car get busted? I want you, Fabi, to remember there's on that corner, there's this little, like a pavement that you can hit. The previous corner doesn't have the pavement, but this one you can actually hit it. So, you can, you gotta be a bit careful with it. Wait, let me move the chat if you're typing. So, be careful with the pavement. Let me check if somebody asks. Yes. You could. I mean, I usually So here I'll run third gear, but you gotta be careful. Because you toss too much momentum, then like you gotta be careful. I'll floor it. This is third gear as well. And you just keep it going. And here it's up to you. Usually you can definitely do it with third gear, but if you're going too low, you hear the engine go too low, just shift third. I'll go third and shallow so I can pass through the traffic here. Here you gotta be careful, because you see, if I toss it like this, you're fucked. Or there's a traffic coming, you'll get you. So that's why. And this this tune that I'm running on the S14 swings way more than the S13. So it's prone to spin out. So what I would advise you is just go a bit careful. What? What do you mean broken? I see the chat. Let me move the chat actually here on the middle screen so I can see. How did the handbrake break? Wasn't it okay? It goes to... no, it's not broken, it's just you have to fix the set dead zone on the handbrake. It will fix it. And also you can check the spring. You can unscrew it, open it a little bit, check the spring. Oh, why is it dying third? Okay, so if the car dies, you downshift. So what we'll do is we'll go with third, wingy, wanga, wingy, wanga, and it's a car. We'll shift second now. The car screwed us over having a good line, so we'll just go whatever we can. Hold the brakes a little bit to prevent the car from straightening out, because it was straightening me out too much. This is for third. Wait for the car to swing because it's too much momentum. Get a big angle, swing it, there's the traffic coming. I'll go tight, hold the brakes to prevent the car going forward. Go third, build some momentum. Maybe we can have some fun entry, but see. Car looks backwards, so the only way, this was too much momentum. The only way you can stop yourself from flying on the grass, I would have flew on the grass if I didn't step on the gas. The thing is, knowing when to step on the gas. You're not gonna step on the gas when the car is looking towards the grass like this. You'll step on the gas when the car starts to look backwards to the opposite direction. So the inertia pushes you towards the grass. You push towards the opposite side. But you need to wait the front to start looking to the opposite side like this. Then now you step on the gas. Sorry, Julius. I don't think you can. I haven't put yet teleports and shit like this. Maybe later I'll deal with this. You coming? Let me put this shit. I really hate the virtual mirrors, but I'll put it. Oh, there's the truck coming. You gotta be quick. Oh, I see you alive. Okay, good. Clutch kick. I'll handbrake so I can get time to shift third, and I'll handbrake and slide myself with super shallow angle so I can pass to gear. Third is too high. That tells you the car is dying. Just downshift. Don't force the car too high. Third's too high. You're too slow. Go in second. Now you're banging the limiter. Second is too low. Go third. Simple. Go third. It's a big corner. The third is barely making it. You could see it. Now we could shallow up so we could build some speed. I'll give it a clutch kick. We'll go tight because there's a truck coming. I'll do manji to prepare for the corner. Downshift. It's a sharp corner. This handbrake that I usually do on corners is just to settle the car, to make sure it stays, it locks into angle, to make sure it's stable and I can floor it. Because when the car is settled, you can floor the car. The car is not settled, then it might start to rotate, and if you're already rotating, you can amplify the rotation, you can spin out. I'm gonna clutch kick to build some more power and get that massive angle. Oh, that's a problem. I'll shallow up. So, oh. I saw you, Drew. Sorry, but I had to slow down for the trap. So when you have big angle and you're making a big entry and there's a fucking traffic coming in, what you do? The thing you gotta do is the following. You unwind the wheel, then you definitely will have to handbrake. So you shallow yourself up and then you handbrake so that you can squeeze through this single lane, first of all, and then to slide yourself to the corner. Because the traffic cut your way out. It cut your path, like now. I'll not make bigger angle, I'll not steer. I'll just shallow myself up to basically squeeze through the traffic into this single lane. There's another traffic coming in. I'll stay low, or I can block the angle of the car with the brakes. So you can either use the handbrake, or you could use the brakes. Now use the brakes a little bit to push wider, to prevent, basically, by preventing the car from pulling inside, forward, with the brakes, I push myself wider. So otherwise I would have went into the right lane where the traffic was coming, the oncoming traffic. I'll stay shallow now so I can squeeze through the track and the mountain. Position, go third, because second will be too low for this section here. Clutch kick to build power. Handbrake to slide myself to this section. Stay very low because I was having a lot of momentum. I needed to grip up and slow down. Otherwise I would have flew onto the thing here. So I need to wait for Juice and Fabi because they're somewhere behind. And we'll go to this speed section here. And if anyone has questions, just shoot in the chat. Have you tried this in real life? No, not yet. And I'm definitely not gonna risk my real car. It's not a drift car as well too. It has a lot of problems that I'm still fixing it. But soon enough, we'll save money or I'm planning to go to places. Nope, I didn't see the traffic. Another one. Whoop, squeeze in. Ah, Bobby. Bobby, when this happens, what you gotta do is there's multiple options. The best option is, I think, just unwinding the wheel. Like you go with this big angle, just steer to the right. Unwind the wheel, steer to the right while you handbrake. You can steer yourself while you're handbraking. So you have this big angle, show you again, if you can watch for a second. So you have the traffic in here, right? You're coming in with big angle, but have the big handbrake, steer to the right, and then you could steer as well to the left while the car's slowing down. So you could avoid it. You could always manipulate the angle. But the thing is, here you have so many other things you need to adapt, so many other skill sets that there's traffic, there's a lot of things that you don't even expect coming in. So you have to work around them. You see, this is why every aspect of drifting is building so many skill sets here. We'll go third. The slow braking that I was doing was simply for the preventing. I was super close to the white line, which was next to the mountain, and the car's pulling in tight, so it's pulling me towards the mountain. So in order to not go over the mountain and like go in the ditch, I go on the brakes, preventing the car from going forward, and the car just keeps pushing where the direction of the slide was. So that's go second, but there's traffic coming, so we'll go tight. Go back in our lane, driving in north single lane. That way you're the safest. You can stay in your lane, but it's not as easy, especially with high speed. You have to do idiotic manjis in this. Then you have to also slide yourself. That's how you stay in your lane. It's not very easy, but it's the safest. You're not gonna get hit by traffic. Ooh, went in the ditch. No. Come on. Let me get out. So, Julius, where you at? Did everybody die? I think everybody died. You guys in the pits? I'll come in the pits. Let me... Oh. On a track? No, not yet. I'm saving money, but there's a lot of things. Bilal, the way to join is you go to... Wait. These are test servers. I've added this Tsukuba with traffic. So you go here to Drift Talk in our Project X server, Discord, and then you have the downloads. So you need the WDTS and you need the traffic pack. And you need Tsukuba. This is the track. Then you have the links here for the servers. You want to join the Tsukuba Fruit Slide. If you're watching. So this is how you can jump in. You download WDTS. Most likely most people have them because they're popular. Drift Pack, then you get the traffic cars. Then the track itself. And then you jump in the Tsukuba. So. Yes. I'm coming, Fabi. But, do you want me to lead or to chase? I will, I'll do... Let me check if turbo is 100. Oh, you good? Fabi? This happens, handbrake and steer yourself back like this. Just handbrake and steer yourself. Nothing else. Don't let it spin out. Just handbrake and steer yourself. Okay? Careful, traffic. Well, this car is very gripped up compared to the S13 tune. So I remember I changed the gear ratio yesterday. Fuck, I forgot to save it. This gear ratio is awful. I'm gonna fix it when we go up. Careful, careful, Bobby. Oh, it dumped the wall. Traffic. Bobby? Do you remember we spoke this long ago? The fastest way to force immediate transition. Clutch kick or handbrake. The handbrake is the fastest. Just handbrake, turn sharp right, handbrake, force transition, dodge the bot. Or clutch kick. But the clutch kick can make you spin the tires a lot, and like, it's still a fast transition, but if the tire is spinning, there's gonna be a bit of a delay. So... Oh, my bad. Still, Fabi, you can still stop yourself. If you didn't, hey, you have to. You have to climb up. You can't straight away. Oh, I think you flew out of the map. Okay, I'll come up, Let me check what's wrong with this gear ratio, bro. You gotta go? Okay. No worries. I see what's wrong with this. This gear ratio is garbage. Let's save this. Yeah, no worries. Was fun, bro. We can drive, we can test the motorcycle. Zero. See, so roof camera is zoomed in. Yeah, a bit too much. I know. It's how I can probably push it back. Give me a second. But it's usually how I want it. I drive it a bit and push it a bit here. The VDC tandem video never happened because that steering wheel was my girlfriend's ex-girlfriend's wheel. We're no longer together, so I had to send it back, unfortunately. And I didn't want to make a video. I didn't want to make a video on, you know, explaining why, because nobody gives a damn, right? Like why the wheel is not here. But yes, I really enjoyed the Logitech and making settings and the videos for it, and just to show that you can do it. It's like you have the Logitech, you can do it with the Logitech itself. But it's it is what it is. Screw the soulmates, man. I have way too many problems around my father's death. There's a lot of things I need to solve, but life is slowly coming in place. You know, things stabilizing, and hopefully, maybe next year I'll be able to go and drift in real life and have maybe an extra GoPro to film and put the GoPros on a car. We'll see. I think you'll like it. Life always brings you good and bad. You just need to not let the bad ones make you fall down. Yes, I plan to buy. I don't mind, like, you know, if I save up. It's just I bought a car in real life and it's having a lot of problems. It's eating my money, bro. Just fix it, and then I'll probably buy other. I can buy a Logitech and stuff, but I'm also limited in space. I don't have space where to keep it. But I'll definitely. It's already in my wish list to buy Logitech and other stuff. I want to have all the shit, gear driven, belt driven, and also direct drive. I want to have all three. But I need space for this, so that means I'll need to work out home stuff and things like this. We'll see how it's gonna go. So Taka, you're zero. Okay. Oh no. Yes, I remember it. Let me catch this monkey. Julius is running away. Oh, spin up. Fuck. Bro, this tune it's rolling too much. I don't like it. Okay, I'll change it later. We'll cut short so we can catch up. But yeah, why is it sliding so much? Jesus Christ. How much sliding means. Oh. That was disgusting tight. I tapped you a little bit, sorry. I went for the reverse with you as well. Sorry. What happened? You shallowed up. You just handbrake on the transition. You'll be fine. Or you have to. You can fully lift off, but you need to steer as well. Whoa. Oh. I didn't expect you to hit. There's traffic. You can go third in some of these sections. Depends the gear ratio. Let me go second. I'm like way faster than you on third. I really hate how I'm banging the limiter. This sound is disgusting. When this happens, handbrake and you can also slam on the brakes. Sometimes the problem is that you might slow down too much. Yes, keep shallow angle. You're learning fast. You keep shallow angle, good. Careful, you'll fly out. Remember this corner? This corner always gets you. This corner is so disgusting that it looks like it's not sharp, but it's sharp. Disgusting corner always gets people. this is funny. Oh. Ah, Taka, this you. See you. I'm happy to see this, bro. Happy to see this. I'm glad it's helping, and it's good to have purpose in life. A lot of times when something bad happens, you lose purpose. So I'm glad that this is happening. Nikish, it's the coaching plans are in my Patreon. I'm not sure if there's open slots, but you can check. Worst case scenarios, we could think of something. Like, so we could figure something out. I am always in third gear for this track. Yes, it's good. I think even I can even lower the gear ratio more, but I think this is good. This is good enough. I might just grip it up a little more, but it's already this car is already too grippy. What's the time? I definitely need to go and buy food soon because I haven't ate anything since I woke up. So. So let's set up this. Okay. Alignment. Why such a low camber? I'm gonna go 5. Go 70. I'm gonna lower this. Hopefully, the logic will work. So now, so let's see. Anyways, gotta go. See you on Discord Sunday. Yeah, sure, Taka. I will hope to catch you. That's my favorite spot to kit. Yes, it's very disgusting. It makes the illusion that you can make it, but it's not as easy. Glitch in the Matrix. How long would it take, plus minus, to get on this level of drifting? I know it depends on the person, but plus minus. Yeah, it's super fucking personal. Well, it can take, I think, mastering the advanced level like Drew is 1 year, and then perfecting it for maybe half to 1 year more. Like, depends. It really depends what you want. You need to. There's a lot of niches in the, how to say. There's a lot of brackets of drifting. Do you wanna be great in toge? Do you wanna be great in gymkhana? Do you wanna be great in competition drifting? Or maybe something else, you know, like stock car, some other type of, driving, or stunts. So I've spread all my skill points everywhere. So I'm like, I try to be good all around, but mainly I've spent all my skill points. Like, the one thing I'm great at is gymkhana. Then probably toge, and then competition, the least favorite, because I get bored running laps for 15 seconds all the time. It's just boring as fuck. I love traffic and stuff that keeps me tense. I think it's because I have ADHD. I'm not sure. Haven't made a test, but honestly, without doing, I need to do something all the time. So I think 2 years or 1 year and something, not reliable. Depends how many skill sets you want to learn. But definitely it's gonna take quite a lot of time. Let me put some little music in the background if you guys want. I don't really have good goddamn techno music, whatever, but I'll put something else. Let me blast something, some goddamn Russian. Jesus Christ, what word is? It's a lot of songs. Give me a second. Let's start from, I guess, from here. I'll put them on random. Who sent the message? Okay. Let me see. Honestly, I thought it pretty simple to categorize skill in different drift departments, but when I actually started learning, it showed me drifting skills it's extremely complex, bro. I thought it's very easy to simplify drifting, but it's not. When I make the videos, I get mind blown, like just bugged, like, because I explain something, and this something leaks to 6 other things, and now I have to filter what for this video, what of these 6 things you need to know, so I don't go and waste time explaining things you will not even know now. Not only you won't understand, because you need, for everything to click, you need a certain foundation. So it's very, even teaching and explaining drifting is very shitty. You can get lost with information. That's why it's so important to spend a lot of time rationalizing the information that you're trying to send over. So let's do the following. I'm gonna driver names off. I'm gonna remove the config map, and I will drive blind without knowing where the traffic is. And I hope that you guys... I'll increase the music a little bit. I hope it's not gonna be too loud for you guys. Oh. Okay, let's see. I'll increase the engine a little bit. A little bit, like this. Yes. No rear mirror. I don't give a damn what's behind me. I really want to get out of the single lane when I feel like cool places to drive the rails and stuff. I'm debating if I should. But let's stay single lane for now. Here you gotta do idiotic manji, which is hard. You gotta use a lot of clutch kicks and shit, otherwise it's... if I shift third, you gotta be careful because it pushes too wide. Oh, that was sketchy. Idiotic manji. Oh, sketchy. I had to keep super shallow angle, almost step in the ditch there. Or you could do handbrakes, but handbrakes, you gotta be careful. With the handbrakes, you might pass too much momentum from each side to side and you might spin out actually. Over angle, you gotta be careful with everything. I won't need a handbrake, just the brakes, okay? I slammed on the brakes to get the big angle, so I can slow myself extra more. I don't want to step over the other lane, even though I slightly step over with the back. We don't want to use the other lane as much as possible. That's the goal. Idiotic manji. 1, 2, 3. Brakes, banging the limiter, which is not good. That means I need to upshift. If you're banging the limiter, go higher. Like now. We'll go high to not bang it. Then I'll transition to low speed, maybe. Okay, third is handling, dangling. So if third is making it, stay in third. If third was dying, I would immediately drop second. So we're gonna make a spin right before this idiot passes. There you go. Just in time. You see, somebody with an Audi thought he can drive and crash somewhere in the toll gate. So let me, before we go up, do you have any questions? Yes, manjis are an absolute cancer in single lane. It's not fun. The main problem with manjis, let's say, I think I can showcase here. So, let's say you're coming in from here. Now, this fucking idiot. Traffic, bro. Anyways, I'll go in. Hopefully traffic will be gone. I'll show you now. The biggest problem is you're running super small angle where the car will just snap straight. And in order to dodge this, I either have to handbrake, do multiple handbrakes, or slam on the brakes to shift a lot of weight to keep the back wiggling around. Or if I need to speed up and I know a corner is coming, what I do is I just clutch kick very quickly. But you gotta be careful. So we'll come in from here, and now I'll do clutch, 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 or handbrake, 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 handbrake. So you could also do brakes, 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 but you gotta wiggle, you gotta pull the wheel a little bit, like pull a little bit left, right, you gotta pull the wheel a little bit to give give me a second. Let me lower, I think I think the music is a bit louder. You gotta pull the wheel and like push it a little bit to each side you want to turn to get the car to turn, so you can give an incentive to the car to turn. You gotta push the car to turn a little bit. So these are the ways. Yes, like a pendulum, but you're giving the pendulum a little nudge. So let's go up here now again. Driving blind, single lane, no name tags, no track map. We can't see the traffic. I think it's dangerous when you drive when you're not driving single lane. So let's say I use both lanes, then it's dangerous. If you drive single lane, you're safe. The only traffic you encounter to pass is your own traffic in your lane. You're 100% dodging the oncoming traffic. You're safe, but driving solo lane is very hard. See, if you lose the angle, you start driving over the other lane. But it's very cool. It's a cool challenge for yourself to do. Idiotic manje, clutch, clutch, clutch. I'll use the clutch when I need speed. I'll use the handbrake when I need to slow down. So it's the following. Clutch kicks build momentum. Handbrake and brakes slow momentum. They slow you down. Do you want to speed up when you do these manjes, or you want to slow down? You gotta ask the right question. You want to slow down? Either do multiple handbrakes, or you could, sometimes it can work also with throttle and steering if you know how to do well. So that the cutting off the gas and back on the gas, cutting off the gas, back on the gas will work. These things will slow you down, but the clutch kick will speed you up. So ultimately, you have to decide what you want to do, if this makes sense. You want to speed up now, and then if you speed up too much, you could always kill the speed. You could always handbrake, or you could cut off the gas. Here the car wanted to straighten me super bad, and I just slammed on the brakes and I blocked the car from doing anything. And I guided it myself with the steering. So I'll block on the brakes, then I'll just steer the car wherever I want. It's like doing a burnout. Watch. See what I mean? So don't bank the limiter, seconds too low, go third. Don't bank the limiters, guys, it's disgusting. Wingy wanga, boom, just slowing down. Careful on the gas, because third's very powerful. If I floor the car on third, it's gonna push me wider. But now, for these sharp corners, you see, one time you fail, second time you fail. Third can make it. It's the car's dying on third, so we need it second. That will give you the cue that you're too high in the gears. Go down. Downshift. Here, shallow up, clutch kick to build speed as you were slowing down. Idiotic manje, no other way, and we slow down, because I usually use the clutch. So if we have a lot of speed, here we can make it, but I'll go on the brakes to prevent the car from going tight. I don't want to hit the guardrail. A little bit of handbrake just to settle it. I'll modulate because I don't want to bang the limiter, so I'll just let the inertia carry me over. Here I can modulate if I don't want to bang the limiter, but still a second too low. You gotta be careful when you shift, because if you shift like now, you see car straighten you out, because you cut off the power while shifting. So you gotta shift in the right moment. When do you have idle time? When you make the transition. So as the car's transitioning, I have idle time, I can shift. When can you downshift? Same, you toss the car in the corner, boom, second. Use this is the idle time. These are the videos I wanted to make. These are a lot of things I wanted to cover, but it takes you know, a lot of time, so we're gonna slowly get back to it, guys. If you have questions, shoot in the chat. If you guys have any questions, shoot them in the chat. Wait, I see the cat is here. How the hell? Wait, give me a second. Let me get the cat out. Sandy. Oh, I thought the cat is locked in the balcony, but apparently it's not. Where am I? Okay, so I'm a bit tired of driving in single lane. It's boring, so let's put some variety. And I use too much momentum. So this section here is the fast section. That can get you very easily. So driving single lane kind of keeps you safe because you know to keep speed low. While here, this is very, very, very... The traffic's dangerous when you want to use the whole road for yourself. Then you gotta be thinking, do you have the time to bail out of the other lane where the traffic's coming or not? Because now I'll pass on the right, but you don't know as I'm passing this traffic car if another traffic car will come in. It's kind of the same when you drive in real life. Like you want to overtake this slow truck or whatever bus, but you don't know if in the corner's coming a car. So just never overtaking the corners. Way too dangerous. Way too dangerous. Unnecessary risk. And if you're gonna handbrake in a corner, make a very small adjustment. So if you're gonna handbrake, like now to add angle, turn a little bit on handbrake. Otherwise, it's gonna snap the car like crazy. Very little. Or even keep the car in the same place. The handbrake is enough just to pop the back out a little bit. You don't want crazy adjustments. Like, let's say like now I turn a lot on handbrake. You see how much sharp is gonna turn the car? It's gonna snap you like crazy. So, just hold the wheel where it is, where you're stabilizing the car, on handbrake. In the corners is dangerous. So let's say like this. Hold the wheel where it is, handbrake. Boom, no change. The back will step out a little bit. Or when you're in the corner, you're taking this corner, handbrake, and steer yourself. You could steer yourself. Add angle, lower angle, whatever you want. You could still steer the car when you're handbraking. Because if you add angle, you handbrake when you turn the wheel, then you not only will snap the car, but you build so much momentum you have no idea if you'll be able to slow down for the corner that's coming. See, that's why you stay inside on the corners, on your lane, because you don't know what's coming. Now it was a truck, I would have gotten in the truck itself. See what I mean? You never know what's coming. You gotta be careful. If you block the car with the brakes and you can pump the throttle with modulations and you pump, basically what you're doing is you're pumping the back out and steer the car. Well. No, I haven't slided. It's a Mercedes CLK 240 with basically with changed exhaust. So like it's 4 exhaust and of course on the rear what's it called, bumper is cut so it can fit 4 exhausts. So instead of 1 exhaust you have 4 exhausts, sport suspension. It's a cool car, daily car. Petrol with added LPG. I don't know, Taka, it's a lot of things I need to do in real life. I wish my father was alive so that I can only focus on the project and stuff and I don't have to deal with other side businesses. But now you see, I haven't uploaded in almost 1 month on YouTube, and that's simply because of all the shit I have to do in real life and I have to be spread everywhere. So I'm barely doing the coachings now. This makes sense. Third's too low for this massive angle. I need a second. So if you know a certain angle is too much and your speed's too low, grab lower gear. Sketchy. Goodbye. That's what I like, crossing traffic. Puts you on the edge, like to cross quickly. I like crossing traffic. Brake, second, brakes, and I build the angle. We don't know what's coming, so I stay in my lane. Play it safe, you know? Now I'm gonna clutch kick, and in the idle time as the car's rotating, I'm gonna shift third, so I don't upset the car when I shift gears. The car's already rotating, so when it's doing one thing, it's not gonna do another thing. That's the time. Shift when there's idle time. Use it wisely. So the car wanted to transition itself, and I blocked the transition with handbrake, and I steered the car to keep going to the right. See, that's why you stay in your lane. And I see there's a truck or something, either going up or going down. So I'll stay in my lane just in case. Okay, the truck was going up. Oh. Let's risk it with fourth gear. Fourth's too low for this, so I should have shifted third. But then I needed to do like 2 or 3 handbrakes more to stabilize the car. Go. Yes, that will be the goal. Automating things a bit more. That will be the goal, definitely. That will be the goal, bro. Definitely. I can. I'm thinking of. I'm thinking if I should. Everybody went off, I think. So I'm thinking if I should do a little bit of a Nürburgring traffic, but I'm very washed off at the moment. I need food. I'm hungry. Haven't ate anything. I need to cook something. So I can possibly do some Nordschleife traffic. Let's do some Nordschleife traffic. Ah, Joyce is in. I didn't see him anywhere. Maybe he's driving somewhere. I'll drive a little bit in the traffic. Nordschleife. What should we drive? Let's drive day 30. Okay. I'll set definitely for next time. I'll set plugins so you guys can see third person, the car in third person, first person, whatever, from upside. But today, too lazy for this, honestly. But I'll set the plugins. It'll be, I think it'll be cool. 3 shades off. Let's do some. Get this. Get this. Car is low because we're driving from inside. Okay, so who's watching? Taka, is it you here? Where's my water? I think I'm gonna do, guys, 1 or 2 laps on Nordschleife, and I'm gonna hop off for today. But I plan on streaming all the coaching sessions, so you have a lot of things that you can learn. Of course, it's very personalized, so it might not click for you some of the stuff or a lot of the stuff, but At least you see what the person that's being coached, what problems he has, and what advice I'm giving. So people that cannot afford or there's no slots in my coaching, they can at least see something on the side, except the videos, of course. No. Oh, I think the tire temperature is terrible. Should have changed it, but let's see how it goes. Oh, I need this. Hope you guys can hear me well. So let's go. Need to move this stupid mouse away. Where's the traffic go? Did the traffic get fucking bugged? I'm gonna check that. There's supposed to be traffic in here. No traffic now. What the fuck? I need to check what happened. Jesus Christ, it lost traction. It was fucking... I think this E30 is very loose, bro. Too wide, should have slowed down a little bit more. Too loose, swinging everywhere. Need to fix this tune. I don't remember if this corner was sharp, but yeah, it was sharp. like when I go to high speed and the bumps upset the car, it's like wiggling left and right. I need to fix the steering. It's super loose. So loose, so easy to lose traction. I think I slowed down a little bit too much. You could pass that corner with 200. Go down to 190. Wait, now. Oh, too much. Okay. So, wanted to try, because I usually start downshifting at the just right as I go on the curb. And it showed that I was... So, when you enter the curb, it's too late. So, I figured this out. Good. Look how much it's swinging, bro. The back is flying out. I always have to correct the goddamn car. Bad fucking tune. Jesus Christ. Oh, the curb got me. We're dead. And that's why this car hates curbs. That's why you don't pass through the curbs. But I wanted to try. At least when these record times, when they set them, they never pass the curbs. This car is famous for not eating the curbs well here, at least. Just avoid the curbs at all costs and you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely perfect if you avoid the curbs. Well, doesn't want to turn, too much understeer. Understeer is not bad as long as you toss it well, but that was good entry. Too early. The bumps upset the car so much. Oh, I tossed it too hard. I needed to do it early. How much is shaking, like the bumps are upsetting the car, goddamn. Ah. No. Any questions? Anybody alive? Or you guys fall asleep? Is no life this boring? I need to check something. Oh, give me a second. Let me check this. What happened with the North Life? There was supposed to be traffic. Started over again. Probably have to set it to restarts every random amount of time and it will be fine. But now there should be traffic. So I feel like doing um, I think I don't have food, bro, so I need to go and buy food. So I think I'm gonna do one more lap on North Life, see if the traffic is good. Oh shit, I forgot to put fixed on the traffic. I'm stupid as hell. Probably somebody joined with the traffic and it bugged it out. Jesus Christ, give me a second. I'm stupid as hell. Did I really forgot to put it? Let me check what happened with this traffic. Wait, this makes no sense. Why? What the fuck? This makes no sense. I've set AI to fix and it's not great. The fucking AI is like you can join with it. Oh, these servers are so fucking cancerous, bro. I'll do one more lap with the traffic and I'll go buy, I think I'll bail out for today. So I think from next week, by the way, thanks for sending me the plugins. I'm too lazy today to do that, but I'll probably implement them soon. And let me try this. I'm hungry as hell. Jesus Christ. Dancho, you here? I'll do one lap. Let me see. I don't know why I don't see the traffic, but okay, still don't see the traffic. Let me check what the fuck is going on with the AI. Something screwed over with this server. Something is not alright. The AI is literally set to fixed on the. That means traffic should be gray. It's normal, but the server completely got fucked. This is weird, bro. Why? I don't get it. Give me a second. Because when I drive with the traffic, bro, it's I don't know why it screws up like this. Oh, it's still like this. What in the fucking world? What is going on with this? Traffic.
И снова бьется сердце сильно под капотом. Танго загляден, туда лечу. Ночь, суббота, кайф, а ноги дорога. Сам уже не знаю, что хочу. И давишь на меня, будто я везде.
Something got screwed, bro, with this bullshit. Yeah, you can show me. What the fuck happened with this? North Life traffic server got fucked. I need to check what's going on. So I mean, I promised one more lap, so I'll do your choice, or whoever's watching. Drift Playground or Brooklyn Park bot? Which one? Okay. Oh. Let's do this. I probably can get rid of these things. Alright, let's see how this works. I think the other people, there's like 4 viewers, but I think one is, it's only you, bro, who's sleeping. Send me in DM, it's in the Drift Talk, Jewis. Give me a second. When you come here, just scroll up in Drift Talk, you'll find it. But the traffic is fucked. I need to fix it somehow. I need to see what's happened. So which bot should we chase? I haven't driven the Drift Playground in a while. Ah, so there's people watching. They're not typing, but they're voting. Drift Playground. Well, okay. Which car? S14 or S13 is the question. Okay, let's go with S14. Let's see if the bot is good or not. Ugh. Get this off. Oh, where's the bot? I think we'll wait for the bot. We'll drink a little water. What? Or is the elevation car is too low? What the fuck? way more technical than Brooklyn Park chase. Holy shit. These lines, I need to. It's been a long time as well. And I made this bot to follow these massive lines, bro. When I recorded them tossing the car everywhere like crazy. It's almost like I forgot to drive how. I forgot to drive like that. You can't really get too close when the lines are like this. Big toss, because the big change in momentum. The leader changes the momentum too much. That's why I was thinking maybe changing the bot. It's like the lines are good, you know, for practicing big tossings and stuff. Bro, if I toss the S14 with this tune like this, I'll spin out. Fucking hell. This S13 tune is very good. If I'm tossing the car like this. That section there is very shit. Slow down. Not gonna lie. Maybe I should have skipped it all over. Say bot is slow. Bot is running away from me, bro. How the fuck is the bot slow? He's running away. Look at it. I'm staying low, doing big modulation as well. He's running away. Like when my tires heat up, I'm having a hard time staying close to the bot. Literally. I need to stay with small angle, or like not copy exactly the bot's angle, so I can stay close. What do you mean the bot is slow? Make one wrong transition, the bot's running away. Like, what do you mean the bot is slow? Bot is slow, my ass. Bot is fast as fuck. The Brooklyn Park bot is slow. I'll show you in a moment. This bot's good. This car is swinging. Give me a sec. Bro, this tune is pissing me off. Bullshit car. Swinging too much. Motherfucker. Let's do like this. Now, if this doesn't work, I'm gripping the fuck out of the car. I'm done. Swinging too much, bro. What do you guys think? Still. Why? Okay. Taki, let me see. We're still here. I see you wrote something. No worries, brother. Thanks for showing up. Good night. Let me try this. Where's the pot? A little block. Just a bit early. Too close. Ain't no running away. Fixed the setup of the car, but it's so gripped up now. Again, I went too close and I broke the position of the ball. This transition here is so shit. I should have skipped it when I was making the ball. It's so bad. For chasing, it's terrible. Absolutely horrible. Make more space. I'm too close to the bottom. I hit him on transitions. This transition here is not good as well that I made with the ball. Falls down too much, leading into this bullshit here. But it was all the purpose of riding the rails. Look how much it fucks you up when chasing. makes such a big gap, it's not even funny. This bot, when the tires warm up, did you see? When the tires warm up, you still can't catch the bot. It's crazy fucking gripped up. Cause like, I asked Casey Slider and a lot of states like, oh, Brooklyn Park bot is too slow. And then I made this run in first lap, and now the fucking bot is crazy fast. You know what I mean? Honestly, it's better the bot to be slow rather than fast. Crazy bot, bro. It's flying. Goddamn bot. So, Taki's out. Who's watching? Can possibly do I don't know. I mean, I know, but like it's really good for practicing your brakes. Yes, yes. But it's good practice, honestly. Not necessarily. Like you learn the brakes. I actually stood way more than I wanted to. So, you learn. Don't worry. I'll tell you. So, next time I'll have at least I have the cameras when I'm live streaming. Next time I'll set the other cameras for third person and things like this. So, there's plugins for OBS. But honestly, for now, thanks everybody for watching. Whoever's here, I really appreciate the time. Hope you learned something. Try to explain this and that when I'm driving, and we'll be able to catch you then next time. So for now, guys, I'll have to go. I need to buy some food because I'm hungry as hell. There's no food. Jewett, you can bring me some food, bro. If you're free. But no, honestly, jokes aside, I will I'm gonna go off now with Discord, with the OBS. I'm gonna shut it down, and I'll catch you the next days. Maybe tomorrow I can just go live and drive a little bit, something like this. And then for Wednesday, whatever, I'll do the coaching sessions. I think people really enjoy your coaching session because it's toge and stuff. So don't worry. I think people really love watching the advanced level stuff like your coaching session and things like this. I think they'll really enjoy it. So for now, bro, wish you the best. I'll see you in the next stream, not video. So good night, bro. I mean, on the stream, the fails will be seen, but like they need to see your failing so they can learn. Don't worry. All right, brother. Catch you next time. I'm going to buy some